fought his brother. You know what I mean? His brother was big when I fought him. But, you know what I mean? Benavidez is a big dude. The only reason why I entertain Canelo is because he's not a big dude. Like, he might be thick, you know what I mean? But he's not a big dude. You know what I mean? Like, Benavidez is like 6 foot something. You know what I mean? Then he gonna come in 190, 200 probably. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Like, that's a big dude. Like, you know what I mean?
And he's skilled, man.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I might as well go to heavyweight if I fight Benavidez.
Would you ever?
Because Canelo is not the bigger man. I mean, Canelo is 5'7.5". Is not a true super middleweight, you know.
Never. Let's go. Never ever will I let you shit on me. I'm just a clever young nigga from the streets. I'll be a G until I die. I'm always sucker free. Don't you come around my way if you don't wanna see me eat. You either laying me or paying me. If not, then you just playing me. I don't play no silly games. I just wanna get my pain. Don't be your boyfriend. Don't wanna be your lover. Put a pill, pump a pill. Keep it real under the covers. I'm a bad motherfucker, man. She caught the Holy Ghost. Now she wanna settle down, but I had to tell her no. Let me go, let me go. I don't wanna be your main. I just wanna do my thing. Sipping and playing, give me your brain. Help me get it back, and we can be the best of friends. I'm your friend to the end. When you're talking dividends, you ain't gotta be my wife just to be inside my life. You just make it feel good, make me feel like it's alright. Might just let you spend the night, let you hold me super tight, let you kiss me on my neck, let you spend another night. I don't ever wanna fight, I ain't good at that at all. All I wanna do is fall, you just catch me if I fall. Never, yeah, yeah, never, yeah, never will I leave, only will I stay. If it's another girl, I'ma get her out the way. You know I don't play about my pay. Fuck what they say, you know I keep it tight. It's only us two, so don't believe the hype. You wanna lay the pipe, but I wanna take trips too. You know when you leave, bro, that I really miss you. You kiss me now, let me kiss you, and kiss him too, your big friend too. That's what I'm into. You know you want me to stay the night, boo, but I want you forever. So get your shit together. Your best friend told me I can do better. That nigga sweating me like a wool sweater. Now I know who be sending love letters. You better check me, keep respecting the fucking queen. Know what I mean? It's me and you. We is a team. That's all we need to succeed. Fuck them haters, make them believe.
Yes, hit that like button for me. And before I get off into this video, shout out to Alicia Baumgartner. You know, even though you failed the drug test and they, you know, looked out for you, man. You know, if you pop, you drop over here. You're the same thing as a male boxer to me, because you take this as a profession. You're a prize fighter. I hope you're clean now, because I like the way you look. You're very attractive, especially when you're live on your Instagrams. You work out in very tight clothing and make sure people see you busted wide open. And that's what a man like me, a red-blooded man like me, wants to see in any female sports. So with that being said, anybody that doesn't like Clarissa Shields, I don't know, man. I guess I can label you suspect. And she's the best female boxer in boxing. She's dark-skinned like Terrence Crawford and gets no respect. People make fun of her hair and the fact that she's with Papoose, a rapper. But scared to put your lives out there, your real lives, without the makeup and the costumes and the haircuts. You know, you guys make fun of people that are lesser than you all the time. Like Tank Davis, like Floyd, like Leonard Ellaby, like anybody that y'all call Uncle Toms and Coons. Floyd Mayweather, deemed by any means, is a coon, like you said. And when you say things like Shakur Stevenson fans and all of this stuff, and going along with what the PBC was doing with the in-house shorties, man, fucking with Floyd comes with handlers and matchmakers and judges and referees and Suleiman. And when you look at Frank Martin, he can't headline no card. I mean, he did, but that's some in-house shit. Now that Turkey's in the scene, now that Turkey's on the scene, ain't no more of that in-house, man. In-house is at Turkey's house. That's the house you niggas want to go, because they collide and, do everything together over there. If you want to fight and you want to get paid, you got to fight somebody, man. Shout out to Turkey. This man has unlimited access to the bag, and anybody that does not want to go over there is suspect as well, because you're making me think that you don't want to be a prize fighter. Now, you're getting a Jake Paul bag, Tank, and I'm cool with that, because we knew you was going to do that. I knew when you said Jake Paul was doing good and really was trying to take boxing serious in 2024, when you were trying to make the Lomachenko fight, that you was going to fight Jake Paul. But you know what I'm saying? We toot our horns over here sometimes. But if you listen to Root Exposure, you already know that these big YouTube channels listen to me. Because ain't nobody talking like that. They consider that shit, clout chasing and trolling and crazy talk, what I say. But ain't nothing I said crazy, because it's all coming true. I may have been wrong with the Earl Spence thing, but guess who's Terrence Crawford fought? Canelo, like I thought Earl was going to fight. But it's the same thing with Shakur, man. These guys might not never fight. And I've been saying that for over 2 years now. Why? Because Coach Calvin say he ain't gonna let him do what he do. If that's one thing. Second of all, Shakur came out the Olympics and was sparring everybody, teaching things like a teacher. Tank Davis said he came from the Olympics and he taught me things. Shout out to Aki TV. I see you played the clip I always play every day. Man, I love when people start, playing shit that I play, because it put my shit in the algorithm. Hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe. Get me up to 1 billion subscribers for the Prophet Talk. We put lessons out here for the young black youth, the fatherless children, any fatherless child, but especially the black fatherless children, because we have the least amount of fathers in our households, right? So I got to concentrate on my house. Viva la black folk. Tank, you got to draw on your record, man. You got to draw on your record. That might as well be a loss, because it's supposed to have been a loss. It's supposed to have been in the red, not the blue. I thought you knew, but you got to draw on your record, man. That's terrible, man. So I see you getting a little Jake Paul fight, because you can't afford to lose to Lamont Roach. I don't know what these niggas talk about you fighting a rematch with Lamont Roach for. Nigga, you can't get no bag off no Lamont Roach fight. I never wanted you to fight Lamont Roach fight. Why did you fight Lamont Roach? Because you thought you were going to knock him out. You thought you were going to knock him out and go to the Jake Paul fight, because Jake Paul was in the crowd. And I always say, man, I thought Jake Paul didn't like Tank. Why he was upset when it was a draw? You know what I'm saying? You was hoping it was going to be a knockout so you can, do your little antics and walk in the ring and say, I challenge you, and here go your chance to call people out for the first time, Tank, and all that bullshit, right? But your homie, Lamont Roach, been beating you ever since the amateurs. You cheated him in the amateurs. He said so. We watched the video. You lost your temper in there. You always losing your temper. What you gonna do against Jake Paul if you can't get past that reach? I know people say that you can box. I've been waiting on Tank to box for the longest time. And that's why I think this is going to be a great fight. And Knockout Boxing 86 TV, Tank was supposed to go at you a long time ago when you put him number 2 on your pound for pound list, nigga. How the fuck you gonna put a white boy Usyk on the pound for pound list? He a heavyweight, nigga. He looks like heavyweight. He's heavyweight. You can't put no heavyweight. You can put whatever you want on your pound per pound list, but I know Tank. It's a Tank page over there. You know, you turned your back on Shakur Stevenson too. You told Shakur Stevenson to never switch his style. Stay boring. Don't engage. Because as soon as you get knocked out, people gonna be talking bad about you. That's what the pussy niggas do. If you get knocked out, I'm gonna be like, shit, a nigga knocked you out. You know, I'm a realist. Hit that like button for me.
Me up for it, all right? Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's opinion, you know what I mean? You said, my opinion on him and T.O.?
Yeah, do you think he beats him? Because essentially, if he beats him, I assume he would probably stay at 140 then.
Nah, styles make fights. I don't know. I don't really see. I think that's a bad style matchup for Shakur.
Really? You're like the 10th person that's told me this. I kid you not. Like, it's just because I know the obvious people will be like Shakur's undefeated. He's a defensive fighter. Tio's kind of struggled with the boxer, but I've just talked to someone again today. Like everyone favors kind of like Tio for some reason, just from what I've talked to. So why is that? Because you sparred Shakur, and I guess you would know better. So I mean,
Shakur, he likes to be the most athletic guy in the ring. When he's not, he has problems. Shakur kinda he's a right-hander fighting out of southpaw stance. So when you meeting guys like that's athleticism that fight with their strong hand in the back, you're gonna have to rely on more than just your jab and the rangefinder. You know what I mean? Like, you tell me, do he got a solid left hand?
I mean, I haven't been punched.
You seen him
so.
throw it. You seen him throw it, but you've never seen him hurt or knock nobody out with it. So I just think when you meet certain guys, that's why I say the style. You meet certain guys, you're gonna have to rely on both of them things, both of them hands. You know what I mean? And I just don't. I just think it's a bad style matchup for him. I see Teofimo beating him.
Wow. Like I said, I'm not just saying this just because you're here. It's literally the track record. So I mean, you guys know better than I do. So I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's an opinion, you know what I mean?
Did you ever think he'd become? He's a right-hander fighting out of southpaw stance. So when you meeting guys like that's athleticism that fight with their strong hand in the back, you're gonna have to rely on more than just your jab and the rangefinder. You know what I mean? Like, you tell me, do he got a solid left hand?
I mean, I haven't been punched.
You seen him throw it. You seen him throw it, but you've never seen him hurt or knock nobody out with it. So I just think when you meet certain guys, that's why I say the style. You meet certain guys, you're gonna have to rely on both of them things, both of them hands. You know what I mean? And I just don't. I just think it's a bad style matchup for him.
Benching on that left hand.
He pulled straight back.
There it is again. Nice little catch. Showing good defense right there. Nice uppercut by Shakur. And the straight left hand to finish the commentator.
Like, you tell me, do he got a solid left hand?
I mean, I haven't been punched.
You seen him throw it. You seen him throw it, but you've never seen him hurt or knock nobody out with it. So I just think when you meet certain guys, that's why I say the style. You meet certain guys, you're gonna have to rely on both of them things, both of them hands. You know what I mean? And I just don't. I just think it's a bad style matchup for him. I see Teofimo beating him.
Wow. Like I said, I'm not just saying this just because you're here. It's literally the track record. So I mean, you guys know better than I do. So I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's an opinion, you know what I mean?
Did you ever think he'd become?
Oh, Shocky, man, you sounding like BFTV, man, talking about Shakur Stevenson can't roll with punches, and, you know, you sounding like a Tank fan, for real, like one of them haters that's just delusional. You know, your sparring match, man, you know, I guess you just gonna live up on that, man. I think you're talking up trying to get an audition for Turkey. Well, you need to do that against Cool Boy at 130. Maybe Turkey will give you a call, man, for 135 Shakur. And I'm telling you, that's a murder off top, boy.
I hit him with everything I could early. I wobbled him a bunch of times. He took a lot of punishment. And I started realizing that the headshots wasn't gonna get him out of there. So I started going to the body more. So then I started looking this way, I'm looking this way, and then he opened up wide, and I caught him in between his punches. I caught him right in the middle of the shots.
Declaring the winner by technical knockout.
Yes, sir. I'm back up in this thing. And you know I got my thing going, man. You know I had to get myself together, man. You know, hit that like button for me. But what you think about what Oshaki said? Man, forget about what Oshaki said, man. You know, he trying to audition for a turkey fight. Everybody trying to audition for turkey, right? Who in their right mind would not want to get paid by turkey a la Sheik? Whether you a boxer or a content creator, you can be a bus driver and be like, hey, turkey, let me drive all your sparring partners to the arena. I don't care what you pay me, turkey. Okay. You don't know how much turkey might pay that man $100,000 a year just to drive maybe, you know, 7-8 times a year. I don't know, man. Turkey got so much access. You know, we already distinguished that turkey ain't got that money. That's the crown prince. Okay, so what? He has access to get these guys the bag. So why, oh, why? You know, like my video, why? I hope y'all go back and run that up. Why would anybody go to the PBC when there's rumors, just like BLK Prime had rumors, that the PBC is in financial trouble? But you don't never hear about Turkey being in financial troubles, do you? No, that's ludicrous. But my thing is, if y'all gonna keep on antagonizing Shakur Stevenson, I'm asking why, like Michael Jackson, because he's undefeated. He has no draws. And if you really want to think about it, his defense is what you should watch him for. You know, I'm tired of people talking about, oh, he's a runner, he's a track star. He's proven way before the Cepeda fight that he's not a runner and a track star. And so many people, Tank fans, in fact, like to talk about Edwin De Los Santos. You say everybody clowning Tank, not me. But I'm trying to figure out why people trying to clown Shakur. Because maybe he's an asshole, right, Devontae? Shout out to Devontae. Maybe he's an asshole, right? But this nigga has not been beaten, homie. And when I talk boxing, homie. And when I say that Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson is a fantasy fight, well, hell, if it's a fantasy fight, let's go on ahead and fantasize. Because, you know, I don't think the fight will never happen. And I've been saying that over 2 years now. You know, niggas be like, oh, man, you just trolling. Shut the fuck up. Please, everybody that ever called me a troll, shut the fuck up. Now, my thing is, I've been done reassessed Tank and done gave him a pass because I know who he is now. Now, if you see a dog barking and growling and foaming at the mouth, is you still gonna pet it? Fuck no. But if you see a dog wagging his tail, I'm like, oh, what's wrong, dog? You gonna pet it and he gonna bite you. And that's what Tank did, man. He was, you know, had everybody heartstrings pulled because he come from where we come from, dog. You know, and that's the gimmick. You know, and that's been the trick since they freed the slaves. That thug life, baby, I'm hopeless, choking off an endo, trying to get my focus. Don't let the bullshit worry me. Fuck the fame. I'm true to the game till they bury me. Blunt sports in this bitch. What's up?
Yeah, what's good with you, bro? How you been, G?
Man, you know, working, trying to take care of Booby. What's the business?
Man, shit, man. Popping up on the live, seeing you was live.
You already know what time it is, man. It's Shakur Day. You say, yo, Blunt, what happened with Dean? You already know what happened with Dean. The nigga got in his feelings, G. Hey, yo, Blunt.
Yo, what's up? Talk to
Nigga,
me.
the nigga timed me out, bro.
Yeah, I saw your video.
Why he timed me out?
I don't know. So that was you that came in there and he was like troll when it first popped off, right? When the stream first came on, that was you that he blocked like that?
No, I was talking boxing. I
I
was
don't
talking
know.
like I was talking about Jake Paul and he was going off on you and all that bullshit. But I was talking boxing and I said that y'all gonna miss out on a great fight if Jake Paul knock out Tank Davis or if Tank knock out Jake Paul.
Hey,
And
yeah.
another thing he said if you fuck with Blunt Sports, fuck you. So right when he said that, I was like, damn, because I was talking boxing, he ain't never say nothing. And he done like some of my videos before, in
Mm-hmm.
my comment section. So I was like, damn, I fuck with Blunt Sports. And I screenshotted that. And after that, I thought my comments was going through. But shit, I guess after I said that, somebody, I can't say he did it because it said a moderator or the owner, so it's either or. So I'm trying to figure out because I know I seen D1 old white ass in the chat, and I seen a whole bunch of other haters in the chat. I be talking boxing, so it's no excuse to time me out or block me like Knockout Boxing 86 TV did. I'm glad I popped up on that nigga live when he blocked me because he didn't think I was gonna pop up in the live. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
I popped up in that bitch like the Holy Ghost. I say, "Hey man, what the fuck?" I sent the super chat. What happened? He told me I was like, "I ain't see no super chat." Man, I
Nigga's
say, man,
lying, bitch ass. That
you
nigga's a
lying. I was
bitch.
like, man, everybody see my motherfucking super chat. I say, man, I was trying to tell y'all how Shakur gonna be Tank Davis. Oh, I ain't see no super chat. I say, man, what somebody done blocked me? You like, see, somebody probably done blocked you. I say, I thought I had a wrench. Why the fuck I get blocked? He said, I don't know, man. You disrupting the chat. I say, which one of these pussy niggas blocked me? Oh, that set him off. Because he
Yeah,
know he the one that blocked me.
yeah.
And ever
Yeah, he
since
did
then,
that shit.
man, I've been, what I'm saying, roasting this boy. Now all of a sudden, Champ Side, Blue Blood, and everybody else want to roast on the man. Y'all get off Champ Side. That's my motherfucker. Y'all get off Knockout. That's my motherfucking work. You understand me? But either way it go, man, them boys be missing the point, man. Y'all don't understand. This is a money game. Knockout used to love Shakur Stevenson, man. He gave the nigga great advice. Now all of a sudden, he don't fuck with him because it's a money man. And he's still fucking with this man because it's a money game, man. He can't stop fucking with Tank. Even if Tank cuss and piss on his motherfucking throat, man. He got to keep fucking with Tank because that's the life that you live. And you professed your love to this nigga just like Ego. You hear Ego. I be watching Ego. Ego be in that bitch so nonchalant and so happy and so motherfucking calm now. And I don't like that. It changed the dynamic of your show. And it make me not want to watch it knockout. But now everybody know you just in it for the bad. But we understood before this shit happened, didn't we?
Yeah, you been calling that shit, huh, dude?
But with Dean, you know what I'm saying, man, you can't get in your feelings and then, get mad because a nigga go at you on you. You go at everybody on YouTube, nigga. You speak your feelings and talk shit to everybody, nigga. And now you're mad because a nigga done made a video and didn't talk behind your back. And then you want to block me and time me out, nigga, for talking boxing, nigga. Now that's a female behavior right there. And you be making the impressions of Schofield daddy. I ain't know that was him.
Now let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch my videos that I made of screen? Did you watch them videos?
Yeah, I watched.
I was talking boxing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But see, the thing is, man, when you talk boxing, you know what I'm saying? You go hard on them boys. Them boys can't take that shit. And you embarrass them niggas, man. They gonna come back and get in their feelings like the ladies do.
That nigga went ballistic, boy.
But
That shit wild.
I told you I was in the chat talking boxing. You know, I don't go to nobody page and troll, man. You know what I'm saying? So people say I'm trolling about talking boxing, man. I deserve to get kicked out your chat. Like when he kicked you off your chat, man, off his chat. My thing is like I don't got kicked off plenty of chats. You know what I'm saying? But once you put me, time me out, and put me behind the scenes, that's telling me I need to go because I'm not belonging here. You hear me? I'm gone, man. I'm gonna make my little video about you, but if you're getting your feelings, fuck you. Because I can't come in your chat and talk. Like I understood what you did because I do the same thing. Everybody do the same thing. Blue blood, champ side, knockout. Them niggas don't like to say names, but they be watching all of us. It's a small community. You see what I'm saying? So, nigga, everybody respond to everybody. Nigga, everybody watch everybody on YouTube. Nigga, everybody be in their feelings, man. But you got to control them bitches. And them niggas can't control them, homie. That's all. I laugh at that shit. It's all funny and games to me because it's boxing. It's a sport. Niggas want to really put their hands on people out of malicious intent. I can't get in the ring with nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is you taking it to a point where you got your people around, nigga. It's a war. I got to bring my people. And then what? Because you feeling like your neighborhood is historical, like it ain't no more ghettos in America. And nigga, I used to be a victim of that, you know, because you know I lived in Chicago and I was in the gang and I did my thing. But that ain't nothing to glorify, homie. Just because your neighborhood is fucked up, that's by design, nigga. Them crackers want us to be thugs and go to the penitentiary, nigga, because they never changed the fucking what? The 13th Amendment, nigga. And we still slaves. So I don't want to hear that thug like shit no more, because that shit ruined my life. I went to the penitentiary, the federal penitentiary, but they gave me 192 months in the federal penitentiary. Homie, I don't want to hear nothing about Terrence Crawford getting guns pulled on him and almost dying or none of that shit. That's an everyday lifestyle where we come from. We trying to duck that, but you can't duck that, can you? I told you it is hard to be black in America, man. So when you got niggas, you understand me, that is so sensitive and can't motherfucking take no kind of criticism or no kind of anything, man. If anybody say anything, the old saying when you was a kid was sticks and stones can break my bones, but words would never hurt me. Why is these niggas letting words hurt them? So you want to put your hands on a man? That's like mommy. You know, mama don't get her way. She beat your motherfucking ass. And she lose her temper and she hit a man and she get away with it. She'll bust your windows out your car like Jasmine Sullivan and get away with it and go platinum off a song like that. So if you so sensitive that you want to put your hands on me, man, then hey man, we don't need to even be talking boxing no more if it come to that. Because now it's some street shit. And you talking about your neighborhood and how many killers you done boxed and trained and shit, man, that's telling me you want to get into a street element. You see what I'm saying? So everybody ain't into that shit. And just because you ain't from a hard neighborhood don't mean you don't own and possess things that can protect yourself in a situation that's dangerous. You don't know who been to the military. I used to date this girl, her son was in the military, man. This man had every type of fucking artillery you can think of, man. But he was a square. But he will kill you right there if he had to protect his family. So just because you from the ghetto don't mean you is the supreme being to talk shit to a mother lover. Average young boy, you say we gotta wish Coach Kenny a happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, Coach Kenny. You say it seemed like he tried to take it there. Hey man, these niggas be living just like Floyd, just like Leonard, just like Tank, and you can see they follow the leader. All them guys have the same mindset. I told you, birds of a feather flock together. Robbers hang with robbers, and if you hang with anybody that ain't a robber, these dope boys and these niggas like Tank, they giving up information for the robbers, or either they future victims. Nigga, prostitutes hang out with prostitutes. So if your gal hanging with prostitutes, you need to check your bitch deleted messages, nigga. You know, motherfucking Instagram, nigga. And then motherfucking junkies hang with junkies, nigga. Tank Davis loved Ryan Garcia. He been knew he was a drug chief, nigga. He told the motherfucking world he was suspicious of his body transformation, remember? And then right before the fight, he talking about, oh, why he ain't take a tune up to fight you, Tank? Oh, he probably just cycling off something. Like all nonchalant about this man on dope. So when he popped dirty on Devin, oh, it's all good in the hood. You know, all that USADA shit. That USADA shit. Why you don't like BADA shit? BADA, the fucking gold standard of drug testing. Why you don't like BADA? Why? Because Floyd don't like BADA. They put the results out there and put it out there for the public immediately. And they test, hey, USADA don't test for everything, nigga. Say, hey, man, you know, when Tank talking about, hey, man, you know, you better not let me find out. What you worried about? You at USADA. What you worried about? You got USADA. What is you worried about? You got USADA. Why don't you just say Baba? They don't want nada. But that's boxing talk, right? You got to ask these questions. Why? Why you don't like Baba, Tank? You know, you cool with Ryan Garcia. I heard 2 cents. She was talking to me in the chat on her little video, man, talking about pay-per-view star. Who the fuck Tank Davis thought that's a pay-per-view star? And can headline a motherfucking card right now, nigga. And niggas are fucking pay for it. Pay-per-view dead anyway, 2 cents. But my thing is, I know you ain't talking about Ryan Garcia, the motherfucker that just got beat by who?
Rolando.
The nigga that cheated Barroso. I don't want to see Rolly win no more. I told y'all he on my list of boxers I want to see lose. And everybody acting like they ain't got a list of boxers they don't want to see lose. Like y'all, nigga, we want to see somebody beat Canelo ass. That's why we wanted to see him fight Benavidez, right? Ain't nobody in their right mind thought Canelo could beat Benavidez. We so hungry for that goddamn fight. Why we so hungry for that fight? Because we know Benavidez gonna beat the shit out of Canelo, bro. But guess what? Crawford beat him to it, and I know he's salty. I'd be salty, homie. We humans. I'd be mad as fuck if Crawford get a fucking Canelo fight. Same thing with Shakur. You think this nigga ain't mad about Jake Paul? You fucking right, I'm gonna go help this bitch. I'm gonna teach him a few things, the shit that I would do to him in a fight. And you big, you a big heavyweight. Cracker, I kill you. I'm finna show you something in this sparring match. Everybody Shakur spar, he beat. Man, I had to let that off, man. But what you want to talk about, G?
I just want to ask you a question. You know, I'm listening to you. So basically, you saying I should just dead and should just let it be.
No, nigga, click that nigga link, man, and tell him what the fuck you got going on, man. Shit, nigga ain't no same thing you telling me. That's what you need to tell that nigga. Ain't nobody finna go fucking not respond to that. I would respond to that nigga ASAP.
I definitely was gonna respond to it for sure. Just look how I did the other one I did.
You say don't click that link. Why not click the link? What you want me to put another one in the chat?
Oh, he talking about on things.
He say don't click the link. What the fuck, nigga? I sent the shit to you. I knew you be working though, because I knew I had to send that shit. So when you wake up, you was gonna see that shit, nigga. But nigga, yeah, fuck that. You know me, I pop up like the Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying? I don't like popping up on nigga shows on the regular, man, because people think, you know what I'm saying, you trying to make a name on the nigga show and all that bullshit. But fuck that, nigga. The truth is the truth. The whole truth is nothing but the truth, man. Tank Davis is gonna have to knock Jake Paul out, or else, nigga, we gonna see. Like, if it's a script, tell the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. If it's a script, who's sending the script out?
Jake Paul sending the script.
So if Jake Paul sending the fucking script like he sent it to Mike Tyson, it's up to Tank to flip the script. You know how Eddie Murphy would get on Saturday Night Live when he was young, and he go off the script and he don't even go with the script. Yeah, nigga, you gonna have to flip the fucking script, nigga, and beat the shit out of Jake Paul. You say you can box. Let's see how you get past this big reach and this and the tutelage that he get from these guys in this sparring, man. You know, he taking it serious, like you said, Tank. Tank, you said he was taking it serious though. Like, fuck what the Tank fans say. Tank Davis in 2024, they asked him, they like, you think he taking it serious? You think he good for boxing? He said, yeah. He said he think he taking it serious. So I knew right then and there, money, nigga, money. I'm thinking Floyd Mayweather, money, nigga. He changed his middle name to money, nigga. I'm thinking money. I'm thinking PBC and debt. All these rumors about the PBC. Fuck, why the fuck would Shakur go to the PBC unless he just don't give a fuck and just say, fuck it, you know what? I don't want to get this turkey bag. I'm going to go on and just pimp myself like a prostitute and go to the PBC and get $4 to $5 million to fight Tank Davis. That's what you going to do? If you had a son and you told this motherfucker, okay, what you going to do? You going to go to the PBC and get $5 million or tell that nigga to come over to Turkey and get yourself 20? I'm pretty sure Turkey will get that nigga a dub to fight. What you think?
Easily, bro.
You say,
He can easily make that type of money that he looking for with Turkey. We know that though.
Devontae say the only link I'm clicking is KO. Man, I wish I could click that pussy nigga link with rude exposure. That nigga blocked me. I forever make videos about that. Hey, my song it should be #1 on YouTube. I'm gonna drop that bitch again, nigga. But I can't play the song no more because nigga, you can't defend Tank anymore. Every time I tune in the knockout, he down in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I can't even tune in to you and laugh at you no more. Like, nigga, now I'm taking your job. Nigga, I'm over here bigging up the fight because I want to, like, if I was in the street, you know, listen, I'm a little bitty nigga. I'm too light to fight, too scared to win, nigga. Fuck with me, I kill your friend. But if it all boils down to it, I get my back against the wall, nigga, it's going down, man. We're gonna rumble in this hole, right? But, you know, I know how to fight, but it ain't like that in 2025. These young niggas, man, walking with the firearms tucked under their armpits. You understand? Fuck putting it in your pants. So, you know, you got to be prepared to kill these little youngsters, man, and pray to God you don't go to hell, man. But, nigga, please, that's a real fight. A real fight out there in the world. You can't be worried about no fucking late weight classes and it's weight classes for a reason. Now, a big motherfucking white boy walk up to your table and slap your daughter. What you gonna do? You ain't got your file and they don't let them in that building. And then motherfucking patted everybody down in these events. And you in there and the cracker slap the shit out your little daughter. She ain't number 5, 6 years old. What is you gonna do? You ain't got your friend, you got your boy, you ain't got nothing but your girl. Your girl gonna swing on the man before you do. And that's the culture out there. You say, why KO block you? Hey man, let's tell it from the beginning. First of all, I've been coming on KO show, you know what I'm saying? And then the nigga had the nerve to come on my show when I had a guest on there. He had the nerve to call my show trash, man. Say so trash, cause I say, man, listen, man, you flow, bro. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You know, all that capping and shit, man. He like, what you mean cap? What you mean flow? What's the difference between flow and cap? I say, you want me to break down the difference between flow and cap? Nigga, flow and cap is the same thing to me. I'm like, fake, phony, flow, cap. It's all the same, nigga. If you do some cap, you do some flow, it's the same to me. Why you want me to break down the definition of what you is, nigga? And you know, you know what I'm saying? He must have wanted me to kick him off, but I don't do that timeout shit, man. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're on some racist shit, I'll get you out of here. But other than that, if you was a nigga, I'm gonna let you talk your shit. So I guess he just felt like he just wanted to make me block him or something. No, nigga, talk your shit, nigga. But you cap, homie. You flow. It's all the same to me. So, you know, after that, I come on this show because he was asking Blunt Sports a question. And he was asking how the fuck can Shakur Stevenson beat Tank Davis? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna send a super chat. I spent $4.99 on that super chat, nigga. And I broke down step by step how I think Shakur Stevenson is going to beat Tank Davis, right? And it never got through, but I seen it pop up in the chat. And I know the dude Raul said he seen it. You say you seen it, Blunt. So I
Yeah,
know my
sir.
motherfucking super chat went through, nigga. And you talking about you, and so I clicked the link, but I ain't know I was blocked. I clicked the motherfucking link and was like, hey man, you didn't get my super chat? He was like, no, I ain't see no super chat. Lying, dog, like a bitch. I was like, man, so I knew the nigga was lying off rip. So I was like, oh man, yeah, I sent the super chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Breaking down how I think Shakur gonna beat Tank Davis, man. What happened to the super chat? He like, man, I don't know. Maybe somebody blocked you. I say, block me? I got a wrench, don't I? I say, how the fuck somebody blocked me and I got a wrench? And you like, man, I don't know, man. Man, I say, which one of these puss ass niggas blocked me? That nigga say, hey man, you disrupting the show, man. He kicked me off the show. I say, hey, this a bitch. And ever since then, man, you know, it's bro session, man. Knockout boxing,
You
we
forgot.
got man.
You forgot the nigga part.
We did number one. Yeah, man, you know, hey, y'all trying to take my wreck. That's my wreck, nigga. That's my wreck.
Hey, nah, that nigga told me I had to say something, bro. That nigga he told me to apologize to him. What?
Apologize. When had man, listen, when men start apologizing to other men for something they did and they don't feel like they wrong about it.
Bruh. I
Like
did what
if
I
you feel like you wrong, then yeah, man. But if I man, please, nigga, I meant what I said when I said what I said. I said it again, like I said it then. Ain't no shame in my game. I do my thing from Frisco to Maine, from San Fran to Japan. It's all about the money game. But me, I'd say it, man, nigga, to the high heavens, homie. Like I'm gonna say it again, homie. Like, listen, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. And if y'all don't want to let me talk, then okay, I understand. I'm not finna yell and talk over a nigga, man. I don't do the debate series, homie. Because if you feel like Tank gonna knock everybody out, I gotta let you think that. And I feel like Shakur Stevens a masterclass boxer by statistics. You know, statistics, homie. You know, the best defensive boxer in the whole boxing, all the way from heavyweight to the lightest weight, nigga. Statistics. So I'm going by the analytics. You can't be hit. You can't be touched, even if you stand there. You can't touch him. You can't hurt him. You can't do nothing to him. So when he do the step back in the feint, you definitely ain't gonna be able to fuck with him. And that's what I be trying to tell these guys. He's like a ghost. You know what I'm saying? He's there. He's not there. He's standing right in front of you. You still can't hit him, bro. You saw the what it was, the Artem fight.
Yeah.
He did the same shit he did to Taylor. Except he had, you know, a little more movement, but you know, the same shit, standing there, just not moving, just stuck like cement in his shoes type shit, G. So all that he's a runner shit, man, that's some shit like a secret word to say, please don't fight Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, because you know ain't nobody gonna want to see that, and that's what Tank say. Ain't nobody gonna want to see me fight a runner. That's a lie, nigga. Everybody want to see that shit, even the Tank fans. They want to see if this shit is true or not. They want to see because now Tank giving them an impression that he ain't shit. Like I reassessed the nigga. I know he an entertainer, homie. I know that Floyd Money Mayweather fucked his career up, and he blessed him at the same time. Because nigga, if Tank would have went to top rank, he would have been a killer. Because he would have had no choice to fight them niggas, man. You know, Bob gonna protect the stars, but them niggas can mix it up. I don't give a fuck. You know, but hey, man, you know, Floyd, he had to protect the bag. It's either $50 million or some belts. Fucking with Floyd, man. You know, he tell Tank, man, fuck them belts, but he always brag about his belts, right?
Yeah, he take pictures with him all across the table and shit.
Come on, man, that nigga count money with his belts.
Yeah, so he tricked Tank. He tricked him.
Yeah, he ain't tricked Tank. Tank made the choice. Tank knew what time it was, man. Now all of a sudden the shit coming back to hunt him. You seen the video with Devin Haney early on, talking about we young, flashy, light-skinned niggas. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never gonna fight each other. Nigga, please, man. You know, because if you fought Devin Haney back then, man, that nigga would have beat you. You heard what he said. Yeah, I've been watching Devin Haney and the amateurs beating up on people. Devin was a pure boxer, man. When he started listening to these niggas talking about he pillow fisted, I told you he was gonna go in the Lomachenko fight trying to, trade and stand in the pocket and all that bullshit. Same with Ryan. And you ain't your style, homie. You need to box. Stay away from Brian Norman Jr. And as soon as he throw that right counter, because he's not gonna take his head off the center line.
Yeah.
He gonna beat Brian Norman Jr. And Tank gonna have an opportunity to come back down after this Jake Paul fight. And you're already big, nigga. You can make a pit stop at 147. Right?
What's your prediction?
That's what I want to happen. That ain't my prediction. That's what I need Tank to do to redeem himself. But I know he's gonna get a Pacquiao fight. I know he's gonna get something, lucrative, And it got to be lucrative for Tank if he gonna fight again. And if he gonna fight again, it's gonna be lucrative. But if he don't, it's a retirement party, man. He's not gonna fight Shakur or nobody dangerous. I played the resume and everybody that he fought back in the days, man. But you can tell me, I don't think nobody on this nigga resume can fuck with Shakur Stevenson. What you think? Mind you, Frank Martin nigga was needing a little more oomph. That was supposed to be a good fight, man. He don't even know hindsight, man. If he would have fought Shakur with a hurt hand, he might have had a chance, right?
Yeah. Not really, but yeah.
I mean, if we keeping it real, you would have had a chance. You know what I'm saying? But you don't stand a chance at a healthy Shakur. But you knew you gonna get your ass whooped. You might as well get beat by Tank and get a bag. I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? But you is a duck, and they try to say you can't be a duck if you fight Tank. Nigga, please. Now all of a sudden, all this backlash on Tank, you calling him a duck for not fighting Lamont Roach knockout. Ain't that a bitch? How the fuck can Tank ever respect you for putting the number 2 on your pound for pound list, nigga? You put this nigga number 2 after Usyk on your pound for pound list, nigga, because you dick riding Usyk, because the white boys like him and the Europeans like him. It's popular to like Usyk. They compare him to Ali and say he's better than Ali and all this bullshit. You understand me? So yeah, you really dick riding Abdullah Mason future page, homie. You already made your confession and said that you was Abdullah Mason, he's the future, and that's gonna be your next motherfucking point. And you gonna ride Abdullah till he get beat up. You gonna ride Abdullah till he get beat up, nigga. Who? Hey, 2 Cent, Leo Santa Cruz. Can he do a motherfucking pay-per-view right now? God damn it. Man, that nigga been watching Tank fight since he got knocked out. Every time you see a Tank fight, he at the Tank fight, ain't he? What about Gamboa? That was a
front row too.
Yeah, what about Gamboa? You think 2 Cents? You think he can do a pay-per-view right now? Maybe if Turkey pull him out the bag. Only way these niggas on his list can do a pay-per-view is if Turkey pull him out the bag, right?
Turkey is the way, bro.
Turkey said, "Fuck pay-per-view."
Netflix.
I just wanted to tell 2 Cent that, we don't need that fire stick no more, man. We got Netflix in this bitch, and either way it go, man. And Turkey doing something that shouldn't have had to been done, right? Because if y'all didn't have that size of the street shit and that Cold War going on with Top Rank, and we had plenty of fights we could have had, man, for the history books, man. But y'all wanted to do that in-house shit. Wait till Rolly get out of trouble, you know what I'm saying, and fight him and all kind of Pitbull Cruz type shit. Pitbull Cruz a duck too. You say it's 2 Cent called Shakur an undercard fighter, but that's hate, bro, because ain't nobody in their right mind gonna let that come out their mouth unless they just capping, homie. Because Shakur is not just a regular fighter. He's a superstar that's been challenging Tank for a long time, bro. And Tank knows that if he fights Shakur Stevenson, the chance at losing is very, very high because he's a pure boxer. He's a pure boxer, and he's not going to fall for those traps those one punches at a time that Tank throws, them power shots, the equalizer. The equalizer is not going to connect. I told y'all if the fantasy fight ever happened, if you do a over and under, who's going to land the first jab?
You asking?
Yeah,
Well, you said who gonna land the first jab out of Shakur and Tank, right?
yeah.
I got Shakur landing that bitch in the middle of the ring.
Who's going to throw the first hook?
Shakur?
Shakur? I
Yeah.
got Tank. I got Tank throwing a hook. Okay, let me rephrase that. Who gonna throw the first power shot?
Tank Davis gonna throw the first power shot.
So you got Shakur landing the first jab in the fight if it ever happened, a fantasy fight that is. And you got Tank Davis throwing the first power shot in that fight. Now, we going by statistics, right? And you know Shakur Stevenson is the best defensive boxer in all boxing from heavyweight to the lightest weight. Do you think that first hook that Tank Davis throw is going to land?
Fuck no, it's not gonna land.
Because we already established the
Shakur ain't
jab.
getting hit by none of that shit.
Because we already established the jab, and in the distance, in the ruler, and the hook is going to be a reach. That's what I think. I have read you see, you say, yeah, but eventually weigh on. So I think that shit gonna be a reach all night, like Rolly. Remember when Rolly was dodging that left hook all night until he finally got caught with it because he got tired. He's a front runner. He got beat up by Pitbull Cruz, but I feel like Shakur gonna evade those and press him and stand in the pocket late in the fight and hurt Tank in 11 or 12, bro. And people say he ain't got no power, but accumulation punches can trick a referee into stopping the fight, right?
Yeah.
I think
That's what Earl Spence.
I think Shakur Stevenson was in the ring with Canelo that night. What you think?
It looked like it. Crawford wasn't getting hit. He was getting this shit off, you know what I'm saying? Getting back to his distance.
I seen the punch patterns. The way he put his punches together. Ba 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 ba. You know what I'm saying? Bringing that hook back with him. The step back. The on the pivot and still standing there right in the pocket, but pivoting and keeping your shoulder and staying away from that power and moving in a semicircle, pivoting out of the way of that danger, man. Listen, man, Shakur, he already said he fight like Shakur in certain fights. He emulate the man because he already know the man has a special talent from God. It's a God-given talent to have the instincts and the hand-eye coordination and the defensive prowess to know what punch you're going to throw when you throw it. You heard what Keith Cologne said. Shakur knows what type of punch you're going to throw by the way your body is positioned. So when you have that type of IQ, that's God-given, nigga. People missing you by inches when they swing at Shakur. And when he steps back, it's impossible to hit him, bro. So when he stands there, it's your chance to go to his hip bone, because that's the only thing you're really gonna hit is that elbow, that shoulder, that bicep, the tricep, the wrist, and the glove, and maybe the hip bone or a low blow. You're not gonna. You seen the video I put out with Andre Ward and Shakur playing around?
Yeah, it was in that bitch shadow boxing in the restaurant.
You know what I'm saying? Like you playing, but you for real. Yeah. Like you showing your speed, your hand-eye coordination, like what you would do to him if you was in a real fight. You wouldn't run from. You would stand there and probably get hurt. But that's what Shakur was showing. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Ward was pulling punches, man, but you know what I'm saying? Like real talk, Shakur would really be a fool to do that, but he'll do that. That's what Shakur do. He want to prove everybody wrong, man. That's gonna be his downfall. But he like to play with his food. And I tell people all the time when I break down that Tank versus Shakur fight, there's two ways to that fight. And I always break down how Tank can win. And people don't understand that's a boxing channel, homie. This ain't no Shakur channel. I be trying to tell y'all that, man, because I be wanting to see Shakur get in a fight like Inoue. You know, Inoue got dropped a few times, man, but when he got up, he turned into the monster. And, you know, Shakur ain't never been tested, and that's why everybody think he ain't never fought nobody. But my thing is, when he first stepped foot at 135, why they don't respect that move? Because he tried to fight number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, but nobody wanted to fight the young nigga. So he fought Oshino, and they made fun of Oshino.
Yeah. He went all the way down to 7.
Right. So you around here talking bad about a nigga, but Pitbull ducked him. You know what I'm saying? Cepeda ducked him. And what the fuck else he was supposed to do? And then I hear Dean talking about, I don't want to hear that. He tried shit. What the fuck do you want to hear, bro? Like, niggas try to get out the ghetto every day since you want to bring that hood shit up, but they don't do it, bro. Niggas try to make a small business work, and it don't happen. Niggas, at least he tried. You got niggas on here sitting on their ass every day playing PlayStation and trolling on YouTube. They ain't trying to even make their own YouTube page. At least you tried. At least we trying. Niggas ain't even trying. And got the nerve to come on the motherfucker and talk shit and troll in a nigga chat, please. At least Shakur trying to fight these guys, right? And you can say he not doing what he's supposed to do. He should have went to the PBC. Why? Why go to the PBC when there's more money fucking with Turkey?
Yeah, it don't make sense.
Why would I tell my son, no, son, stay with the PBC? Nigga, even Boots Ennis didn't fuck with the PBC. They went with Matron. They're like, man, fuck, these niggas is crooked. And everybody know black on black crime is the worst thing that we deal with in our community down there, right? And so you know niggas hate niggas at an all-time high. So what is all this PBC black shit when y'all over here mistreating all the nigga? PBC fighters are inactive.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, black on black fights don't sell on the PBC if you talk to people. And fucking Coach Calvin said it himself.
Right. Where you think they getting that shit from?
Fights don't sell, nigga. You don't really value your black fighters over there, homie. Because nigga, you go in the ring with Mexican colors on your glove, trying to invoke a spirit, then you call people racist. You go in the ring with Mexican sombreros, you went in there with Leo Santa Cruz with the Mexican colors all on your shit. He dropped you in that fight, and they say he slipped. Same with Rolly. He dropped you in that fight, and they say you slipped. Terrence Crawford got dropped in the Mean Machine fight, and they say he slipped. Floyd Mayweather got dropped in the motherfucking Zab Judah fight, and they say his glove ain't touched the ground. Nigga, shit, nigga Shakur ain't never got dropped or had a fucking controversy. Ain't never got his tooth knocked out his mouth, and ain't never took an 8 count. Ain't got no draws on this record. Ain't no losses, homie, but they still got criticism for this young nigga, homie. And he's 28 years old and going to get better. And I think, in my opinion, he's in the best shape of his life right now because of the Terrence Crawford camp he just went through, climbing the mountains with him.
Yep.
Huh? You was climbing mountains too, nigga. You beat all the young niggas up the hill. I made the video about it, nigga. You in tip-top condition, nigga. You in your prime. These niggas don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. He's fucking WBC shorty now. He's gonna have to go to the WBC and force these niggas and snitch on everybody like a rat and say, hey man, these niggas don't want to fight me. What is you gonna do? Forever. I told the nigga what to do. He don't want to listen to me. I say, nigga, in the middle of the Cepeda fight, while you're beating his ass, you need to stop and step back, and shake your hand and act like you're hurt. So the niggas and the pussy niggas gonna be like, ooh, see, look, Shakur brother hand there, look, that nigga hurt. Man, you might well, man, come on, Tank, on and fight that nigga now. You niggas just like them pussy niggas in the 90s, that when Michael Jordan went to the finals, they was praying and crossing their nuts that he got hurt in game 1. you want to get a victory with a Jordanless Bulls. I used to hear this shit. I'm OG. Now that nigga break his motherfucking foot. When he caught the flu in the fucking Utah finals, Pippen was a no-show in both the Utah finals, but he carried the team. Beat the shit out them boys without Pippen. Man, please, man. I don't know, man. Tank, don't want to get your bag, man. But if you don't knock Jake Paul out, man, the man will try to beat you up, bro. You say KO.
He gonna try to hurt Tank. Oh, my bad.
You say, why doesn't Tank fuck with Turkey? You know why he ain't fucking with Turkey. You know why he ain't fucking with Turkey. Why is the most logical reason why a nigga that says fuck belts, first of all, belts don't matter. It's all about the bag, nigga. And we already broke down how much Tank get paid per fight, right? We know Tank get paid $2 million per fight. Base pay. Fuck the back end and all that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he gonna get, you know what I'm saying, a little money on the back end. The most money he got on the back end was Ryan Garcia, man. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, you make about $10 million per fight, nigga. But you getting $2 million on the front, bro. So if you was a $2 million fighter, man, you know, it kind of make me have flashback to why the fuck did Brian Norman Jr. or Senior wanted $2 million? You ain't Tank, nigga. Nigga, that's Tank pay. That nigga Boots offered you 1.7 million, nigga. But anyway, you know, Tank get $2 million per fight, nigga. So to say that you want to go to the PBC to fight Tank gonna definitely get more money, because that's what they always cry. Where the money gonna come from? Where the money gonna come from? Y'all talking about Shakur, he gonna want too much money. He already said on Fag None that he'll take $6 million, because that's what Coach Kenny dumbass said. But either way it go, nigga, let's say you give him $6 million, nigga. Tank gonna get what? 10, 20, he ain't gonna get no 20. PBC ain't gonna get that nigga no Canelo money, nigga. Canelo been getting hundreds of millions of dollars out the PBC. But nigga, I guarantee you this 40, 50 million, whatever the fuck Tank getting for this Jake Paul fight, nigga, Turkey will double that.
He would. To see him in Shakur fight. That's all he want Tank for is a Shakur fight, bro.
If you really like Tank and you really fuck with Tank, and y'all always talking about getting him the most money and not the lesser, why the fuck you don't want him to go to Turkey? Because you know he gonna want him to fight a killer. That's why. And Tank don't want to be a meme. And you know, we made that shit. Barry told on him too. You know, Coach Calvin always telling on Tank unintentionally. You know what I'm saying? We put it like that because they ain't no rat. You know, them old niggas always want to break the latest and greatest information all the time. And, you know, yeah, man, you know, Tank in trouble, man. You got to knock this boy out, man. You had a chance to fight these killers, man. So if you're going to lose to Jake Paul, nigga, that's going to be worse than losing to Shakur Stevenson. And it's going to go viral. And that's what Jake Paul want. You know, that's what a lot of these kids want now. These youngsters, man, they love that. It's a prank, it's a prank, it's a prank. You know what I'm saying? But it's been like that since the beginning. We got boys be crying back in the house. Hey, boys be crying. I told you I unblocked your other little channel, man. You know, you could have came in here with your little fake ass troll account, man, and talked in the chat, man. You know, I really don't want to acknowledge no boys that be crying, man. But I like to see that emoji. But you know, you say, just tell me that Shakur a killer. I told him he ain't a killer. I mean, you can think what you want. You say all my accounts blocked. Man, you the super duper troll, man. You a super duper troll. You know, and you around this bitch antagonizing me, man, at a bad time, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I did unblock one of them motherfucking punk ass channels that you got. You know, I don't like you anyway, but I just told you I unblocked it because I like to see that weak ass emoji. You know, use a child. So, you know, I like to talk shit to children, man. You know, I don't abuse children. I talk shit to them. You say, why you ain't live recently? Hey, locked up, nigga, please. Nigga, I'm Martin Luther King around this bitch. Nigga, I have a dream of getting money, but not the illegal way. Nah, I've been dealing with my daughter. You say I ain't trolling. You sound like Coach Kenny. I ain't trolling. I put that on my. I said Shakur ain't got no power. He boring. That ain't hate. Well, if he ain't got no power, why the fuck y'all keep watching these goddamn videos of me stopping people, man? With a hurt hand. That shit didn't hurt him. He was just faking when he dropped, stopped, and rolled on the ground, man. Prayed to Allah, whatever God he was. Santa Maria. He probably was praying to Santa Maria when Shakur hit that motherfucker with that body shot, right?
That motherfucker thought he was out of there.
He thought he was about to die.
Yeah, that shit hurt, boy.
You say what you think about Ryan said Shakur ain't stuff. Ryan is a hater. He's a drug cheat. Y'all consort with drug cheats and babies. I understand now. When Shakur's daughter said he almost knocked you out, even Tank Davis said that stupid ass shit. He had a baby state of mind, homie. You niggas think like children. A child thinks monsters are real. You tell the child be good, or Santa Claus ain't gonna give you no present. They be gooder than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You go in there in the dog and turn the lights out, they'll start crying and start growling. A child will believe anything, man. So when y'all repeat what children say, man, y'all disturb me.
Yeah, y'all lost, boy.
He said Tank said Shakur know what happened in they sparring. That's why they behave. Man, I heard otherwise because Shakur gave Coach Kenny 3 opportunities to tell what happened in the sparring on Fag 9, remember? He said, do you remember what happened in the sparring? And he said, it was your molar. It was your molar. Do you remember the sparring? He said, yeah, but it was your molar. Do you remember? Tell me what happened in the sparring, nigga. It was your molar. He said, you trolling, nigga. He said, what? I ain't trolling. I ain't trolling. I put that on my.
On your what? You better not put that on your daughter.
He was finna put it on his daughter, but he know he's a troll. He say Abdullah Mason better than Shakur. You believe that?
Yeah, boys would be crying, believe that shit.
Coach Calvin said everybody Shakur spar he beat. And started laughing.
Everybody.
What Coach Squeeze say? I hear what you're saying, Coach. I hear what you're saying, Coach. Still going who I go with. We gonna run into a brick wall one day.
Smoothie King.
She loving the Mizzy for Shizzy, my Nizzy.
Well, that's an infamous clip right there.
That's the clip of the century, nigga. Everybody Shakur spar he beats.
You know what everybody mean?
I hear you, Coach Cal. I hear you. Hey, listen, could anybody else say that on the Rise podcast, they get blocked. Or they get what Just Do got when he says hate over love. You say Shakur not a killer, he got no power. Can't teach power. Abdullah Mason, he's my guy. That's y'all new savior because Tank Davis acting crazy. Abdullah, can you save me? Tank Davis acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what to do, so you need a new star. You know, and y'all gonna set that man up for failure. I can't wait till that fight happen, man. Shakur gotta fight him if he want undisputed, right? Because you know Abdullah gonna get them belts, right? Oh yeah, he gonna collect them belts. And the only way to get undisputed is you guys mix it up in the ring. And I'm pretty sure Shakur Stevenson will definitely. He already gave him pointers. Hey, boys, be crying. You know he gave Abdullah Mason pointers after he got dropped 2 times in the first in that Johan fight.
Yeah, so make it make sense. A guy that he giving pointers to and giving game to, you think he can really outthink him, outmaneuver him in a 12-round fight?
Jordan, you say niggas out here getting sung by blue blood. That's crazy. Y'all
Champ
getting
side too.
sung by Champ Side and Blue Blood. Bruh, let me tell you something, man. A lot of people ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say, man. But Knockout Boxing 86 TV is more entertaining than Champ Side and Blue Blood. And I'm gonna say that again. Knockout Boxing 86 TV is more entertaining than Champ Side and Blue Blood. The only time Champ Side and Blue Blood is really entertaining is when they go in at motherfuckers and calling names out. Like when Champ Side roasting the motherfucker and bragging about his page and shit. Yeah, that's when it's lit and you go tune in. But other than that, nigga ain't really checking for WNBA and when
Yeah.
Blue Blood coming with the little clickbait shit, man. Nigga, you just hating all the time. You know what I'm saying? You do be hating, nigga. You be around this bitch. You so glad Tank fucked up. That him and Claymore, them niggas so glad Tank fucked up. Them niggas can just have a free session now, freely now, without saying they unbiased.
Yeah, they was happy to hear that shit.
What?
Oh, that stuff going on with Tank. Oh, you fight Jake Paul, they let it open then. But
Oh
they let
man,
it
they
all
lit
hang
up.
out.
Don't even know that can be a great fight, the fight of the fucking year, man. I really hope Tank take this fight serious, man. I hope this nigga go in there and really fight this white boy, man. Because I know Jake Paul, man. I know mother lovers like Jake Paul. They want to go viral on me.
Yeah, he gonna try to hurt Tank, bro.
He gonna try to hurt Tank. I seen Logan Paul. I keep watching that goddamn fight with Logan Paul, man. And when he fought goddamn Floyd, he was swinging for the heels, boy.
He was hitting the shit out Floyd little ass in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Boy.
Floyd balled up in that high guard.
Hell yeah.
And weathered the storm and clipped his ass. But nigga, who better, Logan or Jake?
Jake
got Shakur in the camp. Jordan, they always shitting on dudes. Always, homie. And
I
then
think Logan a better athlete though.
We can't shit on dudes. We can't shit on dudes. We can't do it. Why? You say Shakur sell out for helping Jake? Shit. Sell me out. If a motherfucker don't want to fight me, and I've been calling saying I'll beat your ass for so many years, and you don't want to fight me and you fighting Jake Paul, yeah, I'm finna go try to help this motherfucker beat you like I sparred with Lamont Roach. Shakur sparred with Lamont Roach to help him beat Tank Davis. You see how that went out. I'll be a sellout too. Call me a sellout. I'll be a clown, whatever you want to call me, bitch ass nigga. Yeah,
but make it make sense though, Rude. So yeah. I'm a sell out for sparring Jake, but I'm not a sellout for actually fighting him.
Right. You niggas don't even read what you say. You don't count to 10 before you talk. That's the problem. You got to count to 10 because, like, if Jake Paul sent the script, that means Jake Paul gonna win, right?
Automatically, he the money man.
So if Jake Paul gonna win, that means Tank a sellout because you just taking a bad to let the great white hope beat up on you.
Exactly.
You pulled a Mike Tyson. You biting your glove. What, he gonna bite his glove in the fight? Is that part of the contract? But I ain't never seen Mike Tyson bite his mother loving glove before, ever. And Mike Tyson was my Javante Tank Davis when I was young. I ain't think nobody could beat Mike, nigga. Please, I'll fight you if you said Mike could get beat up. That nigga Buster Douglas beat the shit out of Mike. I was mad at the referee for 9 years. I say it was a long count. To this day, I still say it was a long count. Fuck that. He knocked that motherfucker out. Just like Tyson Fury got knocked out by Deontay Wilder, nigga. That was goddamn, but it was worse with Mike, nigga. That was a long count, goddamn it. But no, man, he got beat up by Buster Douglas. I couldn't believe it. But Mike fought everybody. Mike was okay with getting beat up. So he really was true when he told that little 12-year-old girl, fuck legacy. He just wanted to get that bad. He was fighting Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, nigga. Fuck it. Got beat up by a white boy. Man, please.
Lennox Lewis might be the best skilled heavyweight pound for pound, bro.
Man, I'm telling you. And that's the only really UK fighter I really fuck with.
Yeah.
All the rest of them
Lennox
guys,
Lewis skill
man,
for skill.
you know, they come to America to test their skill sets and test like a litmus test. That's why I'm telling y'all, man, this Abdullah Mason fight, he finna beat the shit out of this boy, man. This man ain't got, you know, he got power, but y'all really think about this, man. Power ain't shit, cause nigga Jake Paul, I think he got more power than Tank. So what that mean? Since it's all about power, that means Jake Paul gonna knock Tank out. Oh, but then you gonna go back to the boxing shit. Oh, he's a better boxer. He's boxing IQ. When the fuck we gonna see this boxing? I hope we can box, goddamn it, because that fucking 10, 11 inch arm reach advantage is gonna be at full display in this fight. Now he don't want Tank to knock him out. That's a hell of a meme. But Tank knocking Jake Paul out ain't gonna go as viral as Jake Paul knocking Tank out, is it?
Shit, I don't know, man. That shit. Well, I get. Y'all may answer your question. Yeah, you right. Cause I just thought about your question.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
Nigga, if Tank knocked Jake Paul out, he's supposed to knock him out. He's a professional boxer. Y'all say Jake Paul ain't really no boxer. But if Jake Paul, the Great White Hope, American Pie, Netflix baby, before Turkey, you know, he was on Netflix before Turkey. You know, he helping the female boxing. Everybody loves Jake Paul. You know, he's going to appeal to the masses if he knocks out talk shows that never even talk boxing. Nigga, I seen Willie D talking about goddamn Terrence Crawford getting the gun pulled on him today. You know, Willie D talk about politics. That's what's gonna happen, man. If Tank get knocked out, you're gonna have little white ladies that got shows about cooking and pottery talking about Jake Paul knocked out Tank Davis. And people that never even looked at boxing ever in their life, like, oh, that's so gruesome. I can't believe you guys watch that. They'll love it. They'll be like, oh, wow, he knocked Tank Davis out. Yay! Wow, that was a great clip. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be different if the nigga, the gorilla, knock out the white boy. Yeah. Okay. Da-na-na. Sports Center, he knocked out J Paul. Okay, cool. You know, sports heads gonna see that.
That shit was front and center on Sports Center. But as soon as the show started,
come on, man. But as far as like these cooking shows, like Martha Stewart and all these other shows, man, like talk shows, like The View, man, they gonna hype that shit up. That's the motherfucking face of boxing if that happens.
Yeah.
You just knocked out who? Oh, then here go the Tank fans. We got to premeditate that shit. Man, it was a script. It was a script. So it was a script to let a big ass white boy beat your brains in and maybe almost kill you for a bag. That was a script, right?
I think Jake gonna flip the script on him. I think he told Tank, man, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna bullshit.
Right. Spar.
Jake gonna come in there and try to fuck you up, boy.
Spar. Let's spar, man. Get this bag, man. You know, fuck these haters, man. They're gonna hate on the fight. Say it's a script. What they gonna do about it? You seen the Mike Tyson fight. See how much money that shit made, man. This fucker fit his fucking glove, let the whole world know it was a script, but that's okay. They're still gonna watch this fight, man. Yeah. You right. I'm gonna go get this bag. Fuck Shakur Stevenson. I'm gonna get this bag. I'm finna tweet the league. I'm finna talk shit about knockout. I'm finna tweet the league. I'm finna talk shit about knockout. He talk shit about this fight. That's all I'm finna get paid. I told y'all I'm finna make y'all mad. I'm finna make y'all mad.
Hey, shout out to Rude because you was probably the first one to really pick up on that shit about that tweet that he said.
You breaking up.
So I will. Huh?
I say you breaking up a little bit.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
I said shout out to you because you was one of the first ones, brother, to really dive deep into that tweet. For him saying that he was gonna make him mad with this one.
Come on, man. We all knew right then and there, man. Ain't nobody finna be mad at no Keyshawn Davis fight. We gonna be happy about that. Ain't nobody gonna be mad about motherfucking Shakur fight. We're gonna be happy about that. We might be mad about a pit bull fight, but not as mad as a Jake Paul fight, right?
Right.
And we all know that black people, African Americans, niggas, anybody, but especially niggas, love to make people mad by flashing things. You
Mm-hmm.
know, get money on a nigga, riding around in a brand new car on a nigga, get your gold tank, get your hair. The girls like to get their hair and their nails done on them hoes and step out on the town clean on them bitches with the new, you know, Mercedes or something, man. You know, niggas like to make niggas mad at the club and make it rain on bitches and shit from the top layer. You know, get a whole bag full of money and drop it down there and watch the niggas knock the girls over to get the money. You know, niggas make niggas mad when they win and successful. You know, when you're successful, that makes a lot of niggas mad, man. You know, Devin Haney, when he had that fight in New York, man, y'all was hating on that fight at an all-time high. Y'all didn't want that man to succeed. Y'all was on the Rise podcast, you, Leonard Ellaby, Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, and Squeeze. Y'all was on there with Senior, like y'all was at church. Like all y'all didn't say was hallelujah. Y'all was in there, woo, woo, you can drop the mic now. With nigga Leonard, tell the truth, shame the devil, man. You only, the first one I give credit to that predicted Turkey Al-Sheikh's entrance to the game. You told them niggas when they was over there clapping, woo, woo, tell them, Leonard, tell them. You know, you was like, it's gonna take somebody with a whole shitload of money. You know, they don't care about, you know, and that's just the way it's gonna be. You know, that's Turkey. He has a shitload of money, and he don't care about losing the money. It's not his money, right? And these guys are prize fighters. He has the biggest prize, right? And you say Tank Davis is a prize fighter, I think he can open up the checkbook. And like I said, man, ain't none of these mother lovers on his. The only way Mario Barrios got that card because of Pacquiao. Anybody else, man, you know, Pacquiao was that motherfucking main event. If you think about it. But anybody else on this resume, Frank Martin, Ryan Garcia got a little card because of pay-per-view card because of Turkey, but you know, he wasn't headlining no shit. Hector Garcia definitely out the picture. You can't headline shit. Pitbull, what you gonna headline, nigga? Leo, man, you be watching all the tank fights. You at front row at all the tank fights now. Yeah, boy, he eating tacos, getting fat, eating snacks. Nunez, please, we don't even know what he at. He probably in trafficking that motherfucking work, killing motherfucker for the cartel or something, man. Hey, but Frank Martin got a fight coming up. He gonna headline that. And man, nobody want to give man. Frank Martin might be ruined just like Devin Haney might be ruined. We don't know until he fight Brian Norman. These niggas ain't really, you know what I'm saying, like that, man. To be talking about they can fuck with some Shakur Stevenson. And I remember Pitbull Cruz ducked Shakur, you know. And Mario Barrios, if you really think about it, you got beat by Pacquiao. That's an old ass man. And you know, in 2020, four, Floyd Mayweather was trying to fight Mario Barrios in Saudi, and you know it fell through. So if Floyd was trying to fight Mario, you already know, man, that was an easy leg. You know, styles make fights over here, and you know we like the slick black boxer style. You know, that's the best style in boxing, if you ask me, in my opinion. You know, better than the Cuban style, the Mexican style, the any style, the step back, the watch out now. No, sub master. No, it wasn't me. You think them motherfucking slaves couldn't have beat the shit out of them motherfuckers? They ain't want to get their mama sold off. So they step back, hold their hand up. Hey, man, but Shakur Stevenson mastered that defense, man. So whether you like it or not, man, ain't nobody gonna be able to beat that boy. He got a 20-year career coming. You know, you tally up, man. You do the estimation of how many more years you think this boy can box. You know, without taking that punishment. That's what Floyd always brag about. Hold on, let me get this dough right quick for me. That was my goddamn neighbor. Excuse me. Excuse me. But yeah, man. So we back on the track, man. But like I said, man, ain't none of these guys gonna. Hold on, let me add SODJ to the stage. What's up, DJ? Unmute your mic.
Yo.
What's the business?
What's good, Rude?
Talk to me.
Hold on. I'll work this, bro.
I can hear you, homie.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, homie. Talk to me.
Look, bro. You heard what's going on with Devin Haney?
What's going on? Talk to me. Damn, what happened to him? He done came. What happened to Devin Haney? What happened? You say it's almost certain Devin about to fight Norman like he did Ramirez. Hey, come back on to the show, bro, and tell us what happened to Devin Haney. Now you got me finna do some research, man. I've been at work since 6 a.m, so y'all gotta forgive me if I ain't do no study up on Devin. It wasn't no live about Devin, but SODJ, man, come back on the show, Joe. We want you to tell us what happened to Devin Haney, nigga. Let me put the link back in the chat. Maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe I need to throw a new link in the chat. What you think? Jordan, what happened to Devin, nigga? Y'all y'all put me on some new shit, nigga. This rude exposure, nigga. Y'all come in here and tell me what happened. Expose that shit. Let me put this on. Oh, there we go. What's up, G?
Hey, bro. Bro, you see them Tank Davis press conferences?
Man, come on. Who didn't?
I really want to know why that boy got that purse up there like that, man.
Yo, why you talking about the man purse? You say you at work, Jordan? That's what's up. Get that money, nigga. All day, every day. No questions asked. But yo, I've been watching everything, man, on the down low.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what Tank do though. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna talk shit to the check. He the B side in this shit. That's like Terrence Crawford with Canelo. He ain't talking shit to the check.
Hey, how you feel about Knockout still being a fan of Tank, even though he talked that shit about
He ain't got no choice, homie. Why y'all hard on Knockout like that? He ain't got no choice, man. The nigga dedicated his whole page to Tank, man. That'll be stupid to motherfucking try to change up. And you still got these dumbass Tank fans out there that want to motherfucking hear some nice things about Tank, and they'll donate their pocketbook for that shit.
Yeah.
They'll donate their pocketbooks for that shit, G. I got to see what's going on with Devin Haney. He say, did I hear what happened to Devin Haney? I got to see what's going on with Devin Haney right quick.
What happened with Devin Haney?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Pitbull and Roach fighting. They got that shit on pay-per-view. That's crazy.
That's like $80 up there.
That's crazy. Let me see what's happening with Devin Haney, man. Hey, DJ, man, why you ain't coming back to the show, nigga? Tell me what happened to Devin Haney. What the fuck is going on, man? Let me see. I don't see shit on Devin Haney, man.
I got a question.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what would it take to be a pimp nowadays?
A pimp?
Yeah.
Shit, your boss is your pimp, nigga. You go to work and you go to work, nigga. You use a hoe.
Oh, what?
nigga, a pimp is getting the most and not the lesser from somebody, and you ain't got to do the work for it.
No.
YouTube pimping everybody. YouTube is a big pimp. You know, when you get these super chats and these motherfuckers, these views and all that shit, man, you gonna get some money, man, but they gonna get a cut.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you got to work to be your own
Go
boss.
to the store and buy some motherfucking Doritos, nigga. You gonna pay some tax. That 99 99 cents. Well, what the fuck? Why I got 99 cents? No, we got the tax on it. It's $1.20. Well, damn, bitches say 99 on the bag. Well, you know, with tax, you know.
Wait, so
that's pimping.
Floyd was pimping on Tank?
Still is.
Damn.
Big pimping, nigga.
That's hard.
You got to, Jordan. You got to fight that man like that. Like, that's where he usually fight. He got to fight like when he was fighting Linares.
How you think Shakur gonna beat T.O.?
Shit, nigga.
Like
How you always fight? Ain't nothing different gonna happen, bro. This
Do you
shit
can
gonna
stop
be,
him?
huh?
You can stop him?
I don't know if he can stop him, but shit, it's a possibility. Like a accumulation of punches, man, tricks referees all the time, man. But that body work Shakur got is getting more efficient. You notice that?
No.
Hmm?
Nah, I ain't know. Cause like his last fight, he ain't go to the body a lot.
He was trying to prove a point in that fight, man.
Yeah.
This nigga is a devastating body puncher, man. And he been in there with Terrence Crawford, sparring, climbing mountains. He in the best shape of his life right now. And he got the home gym coming. Listen, this nigga's a year-round boxer. He's a trainer. He trains year-round. People got to get ready for Shakur. Shakur ain't got to get ready for nobody, homie. Shakur can fight. He done fought all the styles there is to fight, right? He done been to the Olympics, and you know, weight division after division. Nobody respects that though. Nobody respects the fact that boxers that call people out are not clout chasers if you send the contract and they actually fight. They're only clout chasers if you send the contract and they don't fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you want Shakur to fight all these top guys, but they don't want to fight him. So how can you say he ain't fought nobody when he trying to fight these guys? And then you got the guys like Dean by any means say he don't want to hear that word trying. Well, what the fuck is he supposed to do?
Dean by any means. That's the strangest nigga right there. I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to ask him, like, he can click the link too. I'm trying to figure out, like, what is a nigga supposed to do if you a boxer and you know you trying to get on the top of the hill, you feel like you can beat these niggas, and you actually in your heart feel like you can beat Tank. What is a nigga supposed to do? You want him to go to the PBC. That's what Dean want him to do.
That's for Shakur fighting T.O. The PBC.
But it's Turkey.
Yeah.
PBC need help. PBC merging. PBC been bowing down to bending knee to Turkey Al-Sheikh, nigga. Al Heyman love Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Why don't Tank Davis fans? Why do they hate Turkey so much?
Because man, it's threatening everything they built. Like, look at Knockout. Like, this shit just crumbled on his ass because you put the man on a pedestal. You put a nigga on a pedestal that didn't want to do the things that you wanted him to do. So if it was up to you and you was his fight manager and his handler, you would have put him in the ring with Lamont Roach instead of Jake Paul. And then Lamont Roach would have fucked around and just say he beat Tank conventionally. That's going to look worse. Like, you never can get a Jake Paul after that. And then why would Shakur want to fight you if you lose to Lamont Roach? So now that's another bag. Who want to, like, now you just somebody that lost to Lamont Roach and got a draw the first time, and now it's like, yo, maybe styles make fights. So if you look at the styles make fights, nigga, Shakur Stevenson is a pure masterclass boxer. And that's what Lamont Roach did. He boxed Tank. And he ain't got no knockout power. He got less knockouts than Shakur. Or stoppages than Shakur. So we're not finna say that, you know, Shakur ain't got more pop than Lamont. He just stopped motherfucking Padley. Okay, he's an electrician, but shit, Padley got a stoppage after Shakur. And he had an upset before Shakur. And I forgot about Oshino, stopped him, dropped him a few before he stopped him. Dropped a few guys, man, like with the left hand, like Oshaki said he don't have. It's all hate, homie.
Now that was some hating shit that he said.
It's all hate. So you got to know that it's hate and not get upset about these niggas. They delusional, homie. That's like a lady. You look at the average woman in the world, man. They got to put the wig on and the makeup, man, to disguise what the impurities is. It's fake,
Yeah.
right? But they say I paid for this hair, or you know what I'm saying. But the men looking like shit. I want to see what's underneath it. But when you try to see what's underneath it, you a bad guy. Why you want to see my like, bitch? You want me to settle down with you, and you don't want me to see your hair? So you go with the natural women. But nowadays, the natural look, the girls that got the natural look, man, they like the girls. So it's a win, it's a lose-lose situation out here now, man. You can't do nothing but motherfucker keep on your path, Shakur, because that nigga ain't never wanted to fight you. Man, after you done taught him the things that, you know what I'm saying, you taught him when he was fighting Pedraza, he knew right then and there he couldn't fuck with you, boy. Y'all wanted to go train with Shakur up there in Colorado too, remember?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was coming from the Olympics.
But shit, he trash, nigga. And Tank say he beat him up and sparring. Like Shakur even said it, man. He caught me with a shot. But shit, nigga, it wasn't nothing to, you know what I'm saying? That's what he say. So, but he was like, nigga, the rest of the sparring and all the other sparrings, like it was more than one sparring. You know that, right?
It was?
What? They say they grew up together. That's what Coach Calvin say. He said these guys grew up together, man. You know, we know Shakur. You know, I always tell him, man, just be patient, man. You know, keep winning and do like I say, get your bargaining chips up. You know, just be patient. He always telling Shakur to be patient. Don't that sound like a nigga spinning you?
Yeah.
Like, I got you, man. I'm gonna pay you back next week, man. My girl, man, she went in my wallet and took my money for the diapers and shit, man. I was like, bitch, I almost beat her up, but she was trying to get me to beat her up, to get me locked up, man. I left the house. I promise I'm gonna pay you, man. Nigga come around and payday. Hey, man, you got my money. Man, I got pulled over, man. The police, I had to jump out the car and run, leave my car. They got my money out the car. I'm like, man, you lying, nigga. Give me my motherfucking money, nigga.
That's a true story?
No, I'm just saying, it's like, man, come on, man. I'm just joking, G. I'm just, you know,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I forgot you youngsters ain't got no type of, you know, y'all be thinking shit for real all the time, man. I'm joking, bro. But that's an example, like, people will do that. You know what I'm saying? Make excuses and move the goalposts and gaslight you and try to beat you getting mad. Like, them Tank fans beat motherfuckers getting mad about him fighting Jake Paul. And now they see what happened was, I'm gonna tell you what happened. when Tank announced that he was fighting Jake Paul, they was waiting on what Knockout was gonna say, right? Because they always do that. And then when he came on there bashing that shit, they was flabbergasted. They was like, "Oh shit!" You know what I'm saying? They ain't know what to do. But they seen the backlash that Knockout got, and they had the whole strong. Like they still say they don't like the fight, but you know, they ain't bashing that shit like Knockout. Every time you see his video, he bashing that goddamn fight. He's like, that's still some shit. And even if he like Pacquiao, that's some shit. And Tank already told you niggas, man, like, shut the fuck up and be a fan, right? So he telling you right there, nigga, I'm not finna fight these niggas you want me to fight, nigga. I'm finna fight, get this, like a video game. You know, you get Call of Duty or any of these little games where you collect the prizes before you get to the battle. You know, you get the little money bag, you get your ammunition, you get your vest, you get your guns and shit. It's easy to grab that type of shit, right? So as soon as you see the enemy in the light fire up, now it's time to fight. Now that's what Tank do. He cut the game off when the light pop up. You know what I'm saying? He paused that bitch and just keep going get the free shit. You know, he getting the free shit. He think it's free. I hope it's free. But if you go in there playing with Jake Paul and he catch you with that motherfucking 195-pound man, I think that tutelage of Shakur Stevenson might work. Because, you know, Shakur got in the ring with Lamont Roach, man, and helped him with the little sparring too. You know, and he got a draw out of that.
And back to what you were saying about Tank fans waiting to see what Knockout was gonna say. At first, Knockout was like deflecting it. He was sitting up there talking about he don't believe that fight being made, like in denial type shit. And then
Like my mama. My mama didn't believe I was a car thief until I got pulled over on Phillips Highway. And they called her, I was a juvenile. So they called, it was like, man, we got your son over here. My son don't know how to drive. Well, man, there's a lot you don't know about your son. Man, I was out of control, bro. But I got charged with attempted joyride and shit, because the car ain't had no ignition. You just turn that bitch and it crank up. And I was riding a white boy truck. I just took his shit. I was out of control, man. But
me too, bro.
Your parents don't be believing you so wicked and evil, man. But you corrupt, and you don't want to let your mama know you corrupt unless it's just out in the open now. And now she ain't got no choice. But like, damn, my son ain't shit, but she still gonna defend her boy. And that's what these Tank fans doing. They know this nigga ain't shit, but they still gonna defend this nigga, man. So we been telling you this nigga was like this, though. But y'all called us haters. I came to accept the shit. I was like, man, shit, I want a motherfucking Buster Douglas vibe going on. I want somebody to knock this nigga out since he don't want to fight Shakur. I was open and honest with my shit, right? So niggas called me a hater. Why would I root for a motherfucker that don't want to fight killers? I'm a boxing fan, nigga. I want to see Terrence Crawford fight Jerome Boots Ennis. And if you ain't gonna go to 54, nigga, I don't want to see you go to 60. I want to see you stay up there and fight Benavidez or Dimitri Bivol or somebody like that, nigga. I want to continue to see you fight competition, nigga. If not, retire. And I'm gonna be like, shit, nigga, okay, you fighting who? At 160? Okay. All right. You gonna beat them. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm like, you gonna beat their ass, bro. You a killer. You deserve to be in the ring with a killer. That's how the gladiators won their freedom back in the days when the Romans invaded Africa. The Romans invaded Africa and captured all the slaves, man, and made the motherfuckers fight all kind of vicious shit. That movie Gladiator is a misconception. Spartacus was an African. He won his freedom by fighting a real gladiator. Do your research, homie. They just change all this shit and flip the script. Everything is backwards. I try to tell people that shit, man. But hey, man, we want to see the killers fight the killers, man. Them motherfuckers got bored watching him kill regular people. And you see the movie where they put the fucking tigers and shit in the goddamn cage with these motherfuckers. If you was a slave, sometimes they'd chain your fucking foot and put a big 200-pound white boy in there to fight you. Like Jake Paul, man. You gotta, fight him handicapped, Tank Davis get all the advantages. He the little nigga. Now we got a fight where he's the B-side. Nobody want to talk about that. Let's make a B-side show. You talking about before this fight ever happened, they was like, man, Tank will never fight goddamn Jake Paul. And if he did, he'll be the A-side. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. I'm like an elephant. I don't forget shit. Well, not nothing important like that. That was a very hellified statement, considering the fact that Jake Paul is a what you call a internet sensation, and he has a Netflix deal before Turkey. How did he get that? How did he attain that? How did Netflix open up their conglomerate to a guy like Jake Paul and not a face of boxing like Canelo or Tank Davis? If you wanted an American white boy, why didn't you get Caleb Plant? He's white, but he's not white, right?
What that mean?
Shit, nigga, I was on True Media one day, and they was nominating white folks to the black race. Like, remember they nominated Bill Clinton as a black man? He's the official first black president. Paul Wall, Eminem, God damn it, they kicked out Tiger Woods. We don't want him. They nominated Caleb Plant too. He like the sisters. He He slapped Charlo, and got away with it.
That was gangster.
You know, he a nigga. You know, and he fight like one, or try to. Pretty good for a white boy. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't put him on Netflix. You can put Jake Paul on Netflix because they have tones of racism in their comments, and they're American Pie, born and bred in America, and not no foreigners. Not like Ryan Garcia. He could pass, but you do have Mexican descent. Canelo, he can pass. But you Viva la Mexico, you got freckles and red hair, but you Viva la Mexico. And, but you can pass, but not like Jake. Jake can pass all check marks, and he beat Mike Tyson. I don't want to hear it. It's on the record books. It's on Box Rec. And not only did he beat Mike Tyson, he made a bag so big that enticed Canelo. And he wanted to tiptoe over there. And you seen Jake Paul make the video calling Canelo some shit for not taking the fight. Canelo had to get snatched back by none other than Turkey Al-Sheikh. And nobody else can take someone away from a Jake Paul bag other than Turkey, right? But why wouldn't Turkey get the bag over there to Tank? Because Tank don't want that type of bag. That type of bag is bigger than a Jake Paul bag, but it comes with stipulations. And those stipulations are what?
He gotta get the knockout.
No. One more chance.
Shit. Stipulations.
Man, that's why your name Young Boy. If you fuck with Turkey, you gotta fight a killer. If you a so-called killer. If you is a so-called face of boxing, I want to see you fight somebody that is, on your level. Not a Rolly, not a Hector Garcia, not an old ass Gamboa that tore his Achilles in the second round, man. Not no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, Frank Martin that ducked Shakur Stevenson because he needed a little more. You know what I'm saying? Not no motherfucking old ass nigga. Fuck that. We don't want to see Shakur fight no Cepeda. He tried to fight him when he first came to 135 as an acclamation fight. He said no. Him and Pitbull said no. So you got to fight somebody over there for that Ring Magazine belt, man. And it's a lot of money, man. Dubois got $71 million to get knocked out. So why would I send my son over there to the PBC and I'm already sitting high, getting the most money I ever got in my life, back to back to back with Turkey Al-Sheikh? The only way I can get a big stupid ass bag is this dumb ass nigga bring his ass over here and fight me with the Turkey money, man. He already told Tank, man, the money over here, Turkey got the bag, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, that's like a nigga putting a nigga on a lick. Like when we was coming up in the street. And I came up, we was robbers, homie. I ain't gonna lie. When we came up on the list, I put my dogs on it. I'm like, boy, I got a sweet one. That's why I made the song, My Homie Got a Lick Too. Because nigga, sometimes he be like, shit, I got one too. And we brainstorm, we go get them boys, man. But nigga, that's a sweet lick. And he trying to put you on a sweet lick, nigga. Nigga, Turkey sweet. You don't think Turkey sweet?
Sweet like how?
Man, okay, like taking candy from a baby.
Nah.
What? He paid Ngannou, a MMA star, a big stupid bag to get knocked out.
But he did that fight?
And Tyson Fury fight. He'll pay anybody to fight somebody. He paid Usyk, what, 128 million or something like that? He giving Canelo 100 million per fight. What the fuck you think he'll give Tank?
I don't think he liked Tank though.
That's why he got to give him the money because he the face of boxing, so called. But this dumbass nigga talking about, I'm just a nigga that box. He dumb. He need Floyd, bro. He
He
need
is kind
Floyd.
of stupid, man.
He need Floyd talking for him again, man. He need to just do like the old days, get a whole bunch of bubble gum and stuff his mouth with that shit and let Floyd talk. Floyd
I
used to
don't
whisper.
think so.
Floyd used to whisper in his ear before the questions and shit and give him the secret answers and how to answer and all, man. You know, when it came time for Tank to start talking for himself, Floyd was right there behind that nigga, man. Always like, and then Tank would be like, I'm just doing my job. Whoever they put in front of me, you know what I'm saying? And then,
hey, you know the backstory behind the Pedraza fight?
yeah, nigga, you got $75,000, Buster.
And he said Floyd didn't give him a fight prior to that in like 9 months. He went broke, had to sell all his jewelry and shit.
Nigga, Floyd is a nasty nigga.
Matter of fact, you seen Coach Calvin crying about that?
Coach Calvin always cry for Tank. That's why I fuck with Coach Calvin. Coach Calvin is a real sensitive gangster. Like, I'm like that sometimes, but I would never do that on TV like that. But, never say never. That's like his son. And he love that boy, man. And I think Tank be taking advantage of him. You say your rule is the funniest Shakur fan on YouTube. Hey, bro, that's what people get mixed up about me, bro. I'm not a Shakur. I really don't fuck with how he be moving sometimes, G. Like, I'm a boxing fan. Like, I want to see somebody actually challenge this nigga, bro.
I got a question.
What?
Who you think would be his toughest fight? Like a realistic fight?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I used to think it was Tank, bro. I used to.
Me too.
Not no more. Not no more.
I got one in mind.
Not no more. Like, I think his toughest fight gonna be not in this weight division, and not even not even T.O. I think it's gonna be the winner of the Brian Norman and Devin Haney fight.
I think his toughest fight probably could be like Gary Antoine Russell or something.
Mm-mm. That's an easy fight for him. You know why? Because Gary like to go for the knockouts. Gary can't help himself sometimes. He like the Terrence Crawford fans used to say before the Canelo fight, he can't help himself. He gonna engage with him. He Terrence a dog. He can't, man. That man was gonna fight like Shakur, like I predicted. You know what I'm saying? Step back. He gonna engage with that motherfucker later on. But no, at the beginning of that fight, they was calling him a run-up, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey man, we've been watching this shit for decades, nigga. We done seen this shit before. This shit is like deja vu. I thought you knew, so you can't tell me nothing, nigga. I done seen guys like Tank Davis before, man. And that shit remind me of Mike Tyson, huh?
Hey, is it crazy to say that I think Shakur got better defense than Pernell Whitaker?
Yeah, he do. He got better defense than Floyd.
That's tough. But I think he got better than Pernell for sure.
Floyd got better offense than Shakur. Shakur never got his tooth knocked out his mouth. He never touched the canvas, and they said it was a slippage. He never got rocked like motherfucking Shane did. He never got into a war like motherfucking Madonna and goddamn. All these fights he had to rematch because he never, nigga Shakur would never get in the ring with Emmanuel Augustus and have trouble with that man. He might have a little bit until he figure him out, but Floyd Mayweather said Emmanuel Augustus was his toughest fight. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen Shakur go through a standing 8 count like Floyd did. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen Shakur get touched like Floyd did, man. So, yeah, the defense is way better than Floyd Mayweather, except the offense, it just don't match. But the offense, this nigga 28 years old. And I told you this nigga gonna have a 20-year career. And so nigga, you just keep on crossing your nuts on that nigga power. This nigga 28 years old, man. He gonna figure something out. And like Michael Jordan, I always make this comparison. Michael had to figure out how to, morph his game, right? When he was getting older. know, that's when that lean back, fake away jump shot developed. You know, he still dunk on your motherfucking ass, but he wasn't like that motherfucking dunk crazy Mike with the Pistons and shit when he battled them boys. You know, he had to learn how to, you know, finesse. And, you know, that's what we're going to have to see with Shakur. Because when he get older, you know, all that, you know what I'm saying, shit he getting away with when he younger, it's going to have to morph. And I feel like his IQ is so expertise, man, that he going to develop a fadeaway jump shot. Now, what fadeaway jump shot did Tank develop? Because I think he at
I
that point
know.
in his career where he gonna have to develop fadeaway. That shit with Lamont Roach, nigga, I ain't trying to hear that shit. You wasn't prepared and you wasn't ready for this shit, nigga. You get in the ring and you know it's a chance you gonna die if you get caught the wrong way, nigga. All boxers know that. And you in there playing with a motherfucker that can box. You thought you was gonna knock the man out, and that shit backfired on your ass, nigga. That's what happened. Shakur, man, that nigga will beat the shit out of Tank Davis, bro.
It'd be like very bad too.
Yo, Mike low.
I said it'd be very bad, man.
I had Tank on my prediction, like I did a how Tank can beat Shakur fight. I had to change that shit now because I don't think that shit'll work. Like the only way I see Tank beating Shakur Stevenson is he pulling Mike Tyson in the first round.
I don't see it at all.
If he pull a Mike Tyson in the first round, and you know, Mike used to come out in the first round, bro. You go watch his old tapes and get the job done. That's what he thought he was gonna do to Buster Douglas, but he was partying 2 nights in a row with Bobby Brown, like 24 prostitutes, getting high and all kinds of shit.
That's hard.
Taking niggas for granted and shit. But hey, man, when Mike was with Custody Amato, God bless the dead, nigga, Mike was getting them boys out of there 1 round. It's over with. Boop, 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 going straight at you. Peekaboo, side to side, head movement. Can't hit me.
He started doing crack.
Plyometrics. This motherfucker, Mike Tyson, was a headhunter only when he got with Don King. Motherfucking Mike used to go be a technician to the body. He used to do that peekaboo style. You evade the punches and deliver liver shots and kidney shots on a regular and lift that shit up to the highest with the uppercut, just like Tank did Leo Santa Cruz and all other kind of fighters. You know, you hit that body, and you do the same hand you hit the body with, lift them up with the same hand with the uppercut. That's what Mike Tyson do. He do the plyometrics. And when you first he in front of you, next thing you know, he on the side of you, hitting you in your shit, lifting you off your feet. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the only way I see him beating Shakur Stevenson is like in the first 2 rounds. He hurt him in the first round and knock him out in the first round. If he don't do that, he gonna die. Yo, Mike is real low, bro. You got headphones in, nigga. But yeah, if Shakur Stevenson get in there and do like he told Abdullah Mason, you know, just first 3-4 rounds, you know, fill him out. You know, don't give up your height, your distance, your arm reach. Stick that jab out there, you know. Get tired about the 5th, 6th round, then you step to him. Then you press a little bit. And you know, you take that shit all the way to the championship round. You stay safe. Everybody dangerous. Everybody dangerous. Even Johan in the first round. So you gotta stay safe all throughout the fight. Protect yourself at all times, nigga. You understand me? So of course, you know what I'm saying? That's what he'll do with Tank Davis. Why wouldn't he? Like the same with Canelo. You know, why wouldn't you go in there and just box for the first 6 rounds, man? And like with the Avanesian fight, Crawford was in there, you know, boxing till his glove bust. And then the motherfucking referee was like, you wanted to change your gloves when he handled his business and got him out of there. Remember? And so that's the same thing you do with all boxing matches because this is boxing, right? And you go in there and, you know, no longer are the days where you can say when the announcers like, oh, don't worry, folks, it's just a fill out round. You know, they filling each other out. It's a chess match in the first 2-3 rounds, fellas. You know, they're filling each other out. You know, no more. You know, the attention span is gone now. You know, you got guys out here that want to knock out in the first round, like Mike Tyson, man. You know, Mike spoiled us. You know, Mike, man, you did that, man. You know, you was getting guys out of there early, man. People couldn't go get popcorn or take a piss or nothing with your fights. And now, you know, you got a guy like Tank getting guys out of there in under 6. Niggas are spoiled, man. You know, they want that under 6 work. You know, fuck all that. You know, you gonna download a little data. You know, that's his fill out round. But you know, a real true fill out round is, you know, not getting touched. You know, you got your defense on high alert in the first 3 rounds, right? First 3-4 rounds, man. You're supposed to, unless you see an opening. You know, you can't duck an opening, right? You know, you might catch somebody slipping. You know, don't get caught slipping, but no more stick and move. You don't hear that no more in the camps no more, right? No, that's what you teach the children. You know, when you first teach them how to fight, man, stick and move, you teach them the jab first, right? You got to teach them 1 through 8. You got to teach them the first punch, the most important punch, the jab. You know, you got to teach these kids the circle. You got to teach them how to go lateral, backwards. You know, you got to teach them how to evade punches, man, because a baby can punch. You put your hands up, you're like, punch. My little daughter, Booby, can throw a double jab because, you know, I always fuck with her like that now. But any baby, any average baby, you know, any baby can punch. But them babies won't step back. You know, I teach my baby to go round and round, and then she go round and around the table, and then she throw a punch, boom, and then she go back round and round. You know, you teach them things like that, so when they get older, they already got the motion. But, you know, our brains are not like sponge no more, so we stuck in our ways, right? No, you can always learn until you die. You know, you don't stop learning till the casket drop, and then you don't even know after that, man. It might be an afterlife, and you might continue to learn. I don't know. I'm not dead yet. Hey, man, you know, while I'm alive, I'm gonna keep seeking the information and the knowledge, man. I'm not gonna go off opinions. I can give my opinion, but I gotta play what the boxers say. I gotta go with what my eyes see. You know, it's a Tank Davis Jake Paul fight coming up, G. I gotta go with that. I can't say now that, oh man, they ain't finna fight. Watch, they ain't finna fight. And get out of here. I can't be in denial. I can't be delusional, right? I gotta know what it is, bro. I can't say, oh, after the Jake Paul fight, he gonna fight Shakur. He already said he's not. And you still trying to put him in there with Shakur. He's not. You still delusional, brother, sisters. I mean, nobody on Tank Davis' resume, Shakur Stevenson, to have an issue with. We tried to show you guys with Frank Martin, but he needed a little more oomph. You know, I think it would have been a great fight with one hand and a fucked up leg and an elbow and a sickness. Frank Martin, you might would have had a chance, man, to be the motherfucking top ranked fighter. You know, Tank ain't never fought number 1, number 2, number 3. I'm waiting for that nigga to fight number 1, number 2, number 3. But hey, we'll take a Jake Paul fight. I know I will, because I know the outcome can be crazy. And Tank got a chance to shut all the haters up. And you know, that's that type of nigga. Make niggas mad. And you know, hey, do your thing, bro, because you know you are fighting the great white hope. You know that, right? You can't have no performance like this Lamont Roach fight now. So no, we can't say your mind wasn't in it, and you know he about to retire anyway, and this fight don't count. No, ass whooping count all over the globe. I ain't never been beat up boring, and I ain't never beat a nigga up with a boring fight. I never expected black people, African Americans, to call Shakur Stevenson a runner, or any black boxer a runner, because y'all don't know the history of that word. And that's what the racists used to call us back in the days, man. And we didn't want to stand there and get punched on. You know, step back, watch out, on the good foot. You know, dancing like Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You know, that shit played out, G. These young niggas want the action like Poison Clan, homie. I want action. Murderer. You know what I'm saying? That kill shit. So, it's our fault. Not really our fault. It's our uncle's fault. Because, we watched them in the 80s get that crack money, G. And shit, we didn't look up to the rappers. And we looked up to the family. And them niggas was doing things that we wanted to hold up to when we got their age, nigga. And our children did the same. Each generation get more wicked, till it get to a point where you like, damn, this the trend. And you gotta look at it in boxing. Ain't damn soul at that 135 resume. That Shakur Stevenson won't dissect. Tried to get Pitbull, tried to get, Frank. That was a no-go. Mario Barrios is a PVC plant, if you ask me. He's a punching bag, but he represents, so I fuck with him for that. Black people can't go in the ring and be pro-black. You see what happened to Deontay Wilder representing for his people. But Viva la black folk, if you over here. It's Viva la Mexico. Shit. We ain't Mexican, man. Parents Crawford, man, they asked you you ready for this Mexican power? You said, oh yeah. But I was on the edge of my seat when you asked that question, because I was like, man, I'm thinking in my blood. I'm thinking in my bloodline, man. We some slick talking ass niggas, man. And we already know we in a room full of racist mother lovers. And I'm telling you, I'd have been waiting on that question. You ready for that Mexican power? I'm like, oh yeah, but is you ready for this black power? I'm talking about black as can be, dark-skinned black nigga, crispy, like crunchy black nigga. This bitch, that bitch, yeah, that crunchy, super black, Shaka Zulu black power, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All in your gal, because your gal love me power. They love us, man. They need us, man. We was all to go back to Africa, man. This shit'll be shit. Niggas, man, we need you good cooking, good singing, good dancing ass niggas and good entertaining us, man. Keep on inventing all these inventions for us. We need you to keep on inventing shit, man. Keep on, you got that DNA, man. I don't know what it is about you African Americans, man, but y'all better than the Africans. And the mother, I ain't never seen no motherfucker pound for pound #1 or goddamn Super Bowl champion or NBA championship motherfucker with MVP like a motherfucker nigga. A good acting ass nigga, good singer. I ain't never heard an African sing better than a nigga, or dance better than a nigga, fight better than a nigga, shoot basketball better than a nigga, run a football better than a nigga, throw a football better than a nigga. Steal your bitch better than a nigga. Steal your style better than a nigga. Black women can steal any style and make it look better than any style in the world. The European style, they took that from the white woman and they wear it better than them. Cook better than a nigga, please. I love your dishes. It ain't nothing like Auntie and Granny and Big Mama cooking. They made movies called Soul Food. Better than a nigga, please. Niggas. And so when the races come out, man, you already know the play, man. So when a nigga asks you some shit like that, you supposed to be on point because you know your environment. You know where you at. You're in a room full of hate. And only because of your skin color, nigga. Not because of your skills. They know you fighting an old ass Mexican fighter like Canelo that's been beat before. You know the resume. You know the recipe to beat Canelo. Slick black boxers. Or just a great boxer like Bivol. We already know the recipe for Canelo. He's easy, like Floyd said, remember? He's a cakewalk. That guy was easy, man. I'm going to tell you the truth about Canelo, man. That guy was easy, bro. He was. He was easy to Floyd, and he was easy to Crawford. Not as easy as he was to Floyd, though. I think Canelo was quicker and faster, had more hand-eye coordination when he fought Floyd. We couldn't touch him. He was hitting the ropes, and Floyd was making fun of him. And he did not get hit and trade with Canelo like Terrence Crawford did. It was easier at an old age. You know, two old men, like Shakur said, you know, Crawford really 32. He's 30-something, but he's really 32. The body, the genetics. Beat the shit out of Canelo. I knew it. I knew as soon as I seen him take that power from Canelo, how he was going to fight. Like Shakur. And he did. And y'all called him a runner. But once that happened, just like when he told Abdullah Mason, he started pressing and Canelo slowed down. No shoulder shot. And, you know, the 12th round, yeah, he could have pressed a little harder. But, you know, he was being safe like Shakur. And, you know, Tank is going to have to fight like Shakur. You know that, right? Oh, yes, the fuck he is, nigga. All that downloading the data. I dare that nigga to download that Jake Paul data, boy, with that Shakur Stevenson sparring help. I dare you, good boy. You know what Shakur Stevenson said about the high guard. He said there's not a boxer alive in the boxing world. If you coming with that high guard, I don't care what you do, you just gonna be walking into punches. There's no boxer, you name him. He asked just do that, you name him. He, you know, that's back in the days where, even to this day, you know, that's why he called him Buddy. But, you know, they be like, if you mention the boxing name, you clout chasing. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? That's some extortion shit I'd never go for. You know, if you tell me, man, PARTTWICE, man, you know, don't say my motherfucking name no more. You know what I'm saying? Or you keep my motherfucking name out your mouth, man, and I might give you a fight. If you say that shit to me, man, as soon as I get home or right in the car, I'm making me a YouTube video and I'm tagging you. I'm putting my name in you. I'm putting your name in my mouth, man. And I'm say your name like Ali, God bless the dead, used to do. You know, because it's not cloud chasing. You're a boxer. You're supposed to call out guys you're supposed to think so-called the best. You niggas talking about you want to see the best fight the best. The boxers, the so-called boxers, supposed to call them out. Because the boxer like Tank Davis, he telling you guys like Bad None and Knockout Boxing 86 TV and motherfucking KQKC and Dean by any means and Boxing Ego to shut the fuck up and be a band, man. And y'all gotta sit there and take it and watch this nerdy fight a big ass 195-pound white boy that got a chance of knocking him out. Y'all trying to downplay that shit like it's a circus fight. When it's a circus fight, anything can happen in a circus. That goddamn tiger can eat your motherfucking trainer in front of the children. And what you gonna do? Cover their eyes up? You gonna get your ass up out of there, ain't you? Oh, you gonna be devastated if this shit happens backfire on you dog ass niggas, man. You ain't singing the song like Tank want you to sing it, nigga. Anime, you ain't sing it. Nutbush City Limit. All the songs, they sound the same. They what? I just, it's Jake Paul. Get your motherfucking hands out. Get your motherfucker. Did I tell you to pick a goddamn side? Didn't Tank Davis tell you to pick a side, nigga? Hey, when Lawrence Fishburne played Ike Turner, he should have got a goddamn Grammy, nigga. He should have got a goddamn something, not a Grammy, Oscar. I'm talking about a Grammy. He should have got a fucking Oscar. Cause I swear he remind me of all my uncles, man. I guess that when you say that's that's an old school thing, man. a motherfucker will ask you a direct question, you know, like my uncle. You know, like, so you ate my chicken, and I ain't got nothing to eat, right? So I'm supposed to be all right with that, and I ain't supposed to slap the shit out you, like I'm supposed to answer that shit. Like I'm like, no, nigga. God, that motherfucking chicken, nigga. Hey man, they be waiting for that answer, man. You know, they already know they gonna slap the shit out you. Gonna punch you in your chest. You know, that's what that's what Knockout do. He knew he was gonna get slapped, man. You know, you just went on out on a limb and you critiqued the goddamn Jake Paul fight, and you ain't singing the Nutbush song right, nigga. Now eat the cake. You supposed to eat the cake anyway. You know, you ain't eating the cake, man. I had enough. I knew it. I predicted this shit in 2024, dog. Remember my song? How to Survive 2025. The place where the boxers cannot hide. Oh yeah, Tank Davis, you gonna have to make your choice in 2025 because ain't no more room to run, nigga. Ain't no more towel to squeeze. Ain't no more water left in the towel. They done squeezed the towel dry, or did they? They done dipped that bitch right back in the bucket on you niggas and re-wet it with motherfucking Jake Paul. And then when they squeeze that shit, he can either retire or dip that bitch right back in that bucket and fight a Pacquiao fight, because I don't think Roddy gonna do nothing with him. Yep. 2 PBC fighters. You know, boxing the most crooked sport in the world, Craig. And I remember K9. Y'all go subscribe to K9 Boxing. K9 said Floyd Mayweather bought his title. You know, they robbed that man. And, you know, he had to win his title back. You know, he became the oldest champion. But my thing is, man, if you did that one time, man, like Canelo, oh, it was just one time he popped dirty. Man, you bitches always, you just got caught. Same as Ryan. You know, your body transformation was suspicious 2 years ago, and it's still suspicious now to me. You know, we talk about these things 2 years ago. We talked about, made documentaries on Eddie Reynoso's whole camp, you know, and we already said that we don't trust those guys over there. You know, they drug cheats. And Tank, you knew that man was on that juice. You knew it, nigga. Man, listen, ain't no reporter finna ask me why Ryan Garcia ain't take a tune up to fight you. And then I answer, oh, he probably just, you know, cycling off something. All nonchalant, like it ain't nothing. Nigga, you don't give a fuck if he's cycling off something or not, do you? No, you don't. You don't give a fuck. You feel like you can beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia because he trash. That's all that is. Nigga, we've been fighting drug cheats all our lives. These niggas get caught popping dirty. Oh, wow. Nigga, they just dumbass niggas that didn't cycle off properly. You got Suleiman letting you mother lovers know that it's not him, it's WADA that raised the level of combuterol and the other drug that the Russians take. I don't want to mispronounce it. But yeah, you know, it's okay to take that shit now, just up to a threshold. You know, we were saying this shit. We made Popeye videos where he was eating spinach, man. We were going live. That was on my PARTTWICE page. You know, they start shadow banning that because I started talking about the people that killed Jesus a little too much. But hey, man, you know, you can't never do a Bible study on your page, man, and not talk about those people. So be careful if you ever do that. But yeah, man, you know, it's boxing, man. You know, you guys supposed to fight each other, man. Y'all talking about this nigga is a runner and a track star, and I keep pulling up highlights of Shakur standing right there in the pocket, dropping motherfuckers with the left hand, the hurt hand, in fact. You know? And you got old Shakur talking about, you think he can do something with that left hand? Yes, nigga. Hurting all, he stopped Padley. I guess that shit didn't hurt Padley. That fucking face Padley made when he slammed his fucking fist on the ground was fake, man. That was scripted. You know, same with Oshino when he dropped to both knees. Hoot! That was scripted. You know, that shit with Jamel Herring, you know, that referee had no business stopping that fight. You trying to stop niggas' highlights. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was getting jiggy with Oshino. And that man stopped that motherfucking fight when he caught him with that left uppercut. You know what I'm saying? So that left hand might be brittle, but it been stopping mother lovers, man. And I don't think nobody really believe that Shakur some trash. And people that say Shakur trash, man, how y'all boxing fans? Like what kind of, like you see the nigga tattoo on the back of his shoulder that say Olympics? Like this nigga fought every style there is to fight. And in the meantime, between time, Tank Davis at the PBC with the best team in boxing. That's what y'all said, right? What Gilly and Wallow say? Man, you ain't never went up to the front office and asked them to fight none of these niggas, man. This nigga said, no, not really, no. And I can respect that. Man, you can respect that. Boy, man, that couldn't have been me, man. I'm sorry, Tank. I see why you don't be coming to these niggas' pages because, you know, Knockout would have asked your ass that shit because he think he tough. You know, he would have got you on the page and try to go viral with you and ask all the tough questions. You know, them boxers don't want to get asked them type of questions sometimes. They let them flow. You know, that's why I've been telling y'all niggas that he never really liked knockout boxing 86 TV. But like I said, man, whether Tank do some flaw shit or not in the boxing game, he did come up in Baltimore. You know, I was incarcerated with them boys for over 10 years, man. So I know how them niggas roll. You know, so I know they streets. I know they done told me stories. I fuck with them guys, man. Some real niggas I know out of Baltimore and DCG. So, you know, so I know they don't like pussy niggas. You know what I'm saying? And they like hyenas, especially them DC niggas, man. In the penitentiary, man. You get two of them on the compound. They cool, they laid back. But let about 3 or 4 of they homeboy. It'd be about 5 or 6 on. Now mind you, it's 2,000 people on the compound. It don't take nothing but a rat pat of them niggas, man. 6 or 7 niggas on the compound. They gonna try to run the compound. They got knives. Them boys sticking shit off rip. They can fight. You know them niggas from DC and Ohio. All them niggas think they can fight real good and shit. So them niggas be boxing and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? They always cool as fuck when they be down south in the Florida prisons, in the down south prisons, though. And, you know, niggas on a different type of time down there. But, you know, I fuck with them boys, man, so I already knew. Tank probably sent them goddamn. I don't know if it's true or not, man, but I just like to joke a lot. With them motherfucking fake ass connects you got knocked out, man, that probably came from Tank, man. Them niggas was sending you some whole bunch of hook book ass shit, man. Them niggas probably sitting back watching your show laughing at you. He said you made him laugh. You did. You be making me laugh, bro. I'm telling you, I swear, I fuck with Sports 101 Prediction 101. You my dog, bro. And you made a list of your favorite YouTubers, man. I respect the shit out you for putting me number 1 on that list, nigga. But man, I'm stupid. I'm a dumbass nigga, right? My favorite channels is these motherfucking Tank pages, nigga. I'm telling you. I love a Tank page or a good dumbass delusional page like BFTV. Them my favorite channels. But now since Tank done did this shit, oh man, I can't really watch Knockout no more like I usually do. Cause you ain't defending the nigga no more. And that's why we watched you, dog. We thought when Tank announced the Jake Paul fight, you was gonna come up with a great defense. And we was gonna laugh and have a goddamn good time with you. And no. What did you do, nigga? You did the wrong thing and not the right thing. You supposed to kept on being flawed and kept on being fake and kept on being phony. But you just had to be real. You just had to keep it real when keeping it real goes wrong, like Dave Chappelle said. I was
flabbergasted. I was like, this nigga down in the Jake Paul fight, man. You can't do that, bruh. You put Usyk #1 on your pound for pound list and put Tank Davis #2, bruh. He been not liking your bitch ass before that, but that really set it off then. I think the uncle that came to your show was a goddamn neighborhood junkie. And if he ain't, oh well, nigga, but nigga, that nigga don't fuck with Tank. Tank don't fuck with that nigga, man. Them nigga probably sent a motherfucking decoy to whisper in your ear, and that's why you start whispering. You like, yeah, nigga, guess what? He gonna rematch Lamont Roach, and then he gonna fight Shakur Stevenson, nigga. Shh. I'm looking at the phone. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga whispering for? That shit ain't never gonna happen, nigga. The nigga was embarrassed by Lamont Roach, bro. You just heard that y'all don't believe nothing. Y'all don't believe Fat Meat Greasy. The man say the shit, and that's why I clip the shit all the time. Because you got to go by what these niggas say, man. This nigga told you he don't like to lose. He don't want to be a meme, man. This was his toughest competition. Y'all done let Lamont Roach in the motherfucking door. Lamont Roach wasn't supposed to fight no fucking Tank Davis. Lamont Roach, you in the way, bro. You been in the way, bro. Lomachenko was in the way, bro. Frank Martin, you got in the way, bro. All y'all niggas been in the way for the longest time, nigga. And when you first got announced as a possibility for Gervonta Davis, Lamont Roach, Knockout Boxing 86 TV got a troll over there that they tolerate because he sends super chat named Big Dog Willie. Big Dog Willie, man, you was a troll, nigga. You want everybody to say you took credit for motherfucking announcing the Jake Paul fight. Nigga, everybody knew Tank Davis gonna motherfucking fight. You just a nigga that like to spend your money to troll, nigga. Repeating what everybody else knew what the fuck Tank was gonna do, nigga. Well, either way it go, you paid a super chat and told Knockout, yeah, nigga, you like this Lamont Roach fight, don't you? And what that nigga said, shit, I'd rather see Ryan, I'd rather see who he said, El Rayo than see this shit. But when it was official, and they said December the 14th, just like any other Tank fight on this resume, y'all had to hype him up like Rolly. He's an undefeated champion with power. You had to hype him up like Mario Barrio. He went up to 140, nigga. But now he can't. Now he's going up to heavyweight. Damn near. But he couldn't fight nobody when he was in Olympic Tank mode. You know, he was coming up with name after name after name. Like, who can Tank fight? Who can Tank fight? You know what I'm saying? He already called Shakur. He want the one fight deal. Fuck him. Okay, fuck Shakur then. What about Edwin? He called Edwin too. Oh, he hurt. His shoulder hurt. Well, you know he had the blood clot. His shoulder hurt, but his trainer said he was ready. So fuck his blood clots. What you worried about his fucking his health for? What you worried about the nigga welfare for? You ain't his mama. You ain't his daddy. You ain't the nigga in the alley. You ain't his pusher man. You ain't his dope man. You ain't nobody to this nigga. You just a fight fan. You supposed to want to see the nigga get beat up. Tank David give all the stipulations out and he get the motherfucking rehydrations and everything and the bandages anyway. Why the fuck you worried about this nigga health? You don't give a fuck about Shakur hand being hurt. You making fun of him for taking time off, pussy nigga. Oh man, fuck that. Yeah, Edwin said his people gonna go up to Baltimore and do just like Shakur. Why y'all ain't talking about that? He said Edwin was gonna knock out Tank Davis. That's what his trainer said. I like when people do that. I ain't say that. You know what I'm saying? He said that shit, man. Well, we was coming up with name after name after name, man. You know, Tank had to go over there. You had to get permission to go to Paris, nigga. You know, I'm a career criminal, dumbass nigga. You can't just go out of them. You can't go out of the state without telling your probation officer, nigga, you had to get permission. You wanted to go over there, nigga, where they was portraying Jesus and the 12 disciples in drag. Then you had men over there beating up on women in the Olympics. Man, that was an abomination you went to. You shouldn't have never went. It made a stain on you, put a spirit on you, if you ask me. Then you come back, you supposed to have the best team in boxing. Y'all supposed to already had a fight set up, nigga. Who you gonna fight? Oh, what about Abdullah Mason? Oh no, he too young. What about Schofield? Oh man, that nigga ain't ready. That man too young. Man, you talking about prospect, man? Man, name's me a fighter. Then here comes Shakur Stevenson, get a fucking Schofield fight. Oh well, niggas got popcorn now. That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Schofield, man, you know, he got that power. Haters. Hey. But you know, we was coming up with other names. I myself said, what about Matias? Oh, he coming off a loss. Oh man, them the most dangerous fighters. You see, Gary Antoine Russell, y'all back on his dick. You see what he did to El Rayo? That's my guy. I still fuck with El Rayo, man. El Rayo revenge too. I still want to see him fight Edwin De Los Santos again. I still want to see him fight all these guys, man. He a fighter. He a killer. He don't give a fuck about losing. Niggas can't lose. Wonder why? You know, I made a show about that. You know, niggas can't lose, man. You know, be the best, man. Shit, man. A nigga losing, that's different. Y'all supposed to lose. We ain't supposed to lose. Right? Anyway. Well, hey, man. You lose, you're through. Thanks, Floyd. That fucking undefeated, that protect that shit. Okay, cool. Nigga Tank, man, you trying to duck your Mike Tyson career. You got a Mike Tyson legacy coming ahead of you, man, if you don't retire. Because, you know, Floyd ruined you. Like, I truly in my heart believe if you wouldn't have signed with Floyd and you would have signed with Top Rank, we would have seen the best of Tank, nigga. We would have seen the very best of Tank. We would have been seeing the best of Tank, nigga. You ain't had no choice, man. You know, Bob don't play that shit. He gonna put you in some tough fights, some tough fights for some belts, some Top Rank fight for belts, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see why Shakur collecting scraps, nigga. You know, Shakur didn't go to Floyd because of Tank. That's what Tank took credit for. You know what I'm saying? Tank was all on Twitter talking about, yeah, it's the reason he ain't come to Floyd. I'm the reason he ain't, you know, Floyd some shit. That's when they was beating Floyd. I told Shakur not to fuck with Floyd. Floyd some shit. You know, and then all of a sudden he had Top Rank. Yeah, I bet you don't want that nigga on the same side of the street with you, nigga. Shit, you ain't even want to fight Devin Haney back in the days, man, when they had you on camera. Devin Haney talking about, man, they want us to fight each other. We young, light-skinned guys getting money. Where's all this light-skinned shit? Why is y'all so proud to be light-skinned, man? I never understood that shit until I started talking to the OGs when I was younger, right? And then I started learning about the paper bag test. And I was like, damn, they used to put the paper bag up to your face just to get in a black sorority. And if you was darker than the paper bag, they wouldn't let you in it. I was like, that's terrible. Niggas ain't shit. And, you know, you got niggas like Fag Nunn talking, you know, I'm related to the old Hitler and the oldest white family in the world. Proud of that white cut. Proud of that cut. Y'all proud of that cut. Y'all made fun of that mother lover that drew the picture of Terrence Crawford. Why? It was art, freedom of speech, you know, and you niggas don't want to accept that the original African has big nigga lips and big nigga nose. So when you get an artist that accentuates our true African physical appearance, you get offended by it. Like the ladies, when they wear their lace fronts and ruin their hairlines, get upset. And the guys they want to marry wants to see their hair before they make a commitment. Because knowing that they'll show that shit, it would probably turn these guys off. And the truth hurts. Our hair don't supposed to blow in the wind like that unless it's dreaded. You know, I shit nigga nappy like Martin, you know, he used to make fun of BDB, but that bitch was fine as all outdoors. I think better looking than Pam. Not Pam, Gina, if you ask me. You know, but anyway, it was different strokes for different folks, man. But you know, Michael Jackson got a nose job, you know, embarrassed of that big nigga nose, man. You know, I understand the skin disease where you know bleach your skin because you don't want to have spots. You entertainer. So if you got white spots all over your face, you might as well bleach it. But you know, as far as your nose, man, that's your daddy nose, and even he took his nose down a few notches. Your whole family got rid of that nigga nose. You niggas are scared to be black. It's Viva la nigga over here. It's Viva la black folks over here. You know, y'all say Viva la Mexico, I say Viva la black folk. And it's, you know, it's not popular to say that, you know. That's a demonetized statement. You know, because you see a crowd of niggas, man, it's a game. You see a crowd of white folks, they got police protections with the KKK flag. You understand the difference? So it's a privilege to be a nigga and on top in America. That's it. That's the only privilege a nigga got is unless he's on top. And if you ain't on top, man, you get treated just like the racist white folks by other niggas. And look at these niggas talking about Shakur. Never got beat, never got a draw on his record. Never got a tooth knocked out his mouth like AB and Floyd. You know, AB was supposed to be the next Floyd. You know, never had a close fight. You know, in there with the best like Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford, you know, getting tutelage from the best, man. Niggas still overlooking that because they don't want to see the truth. You know, truth and reality must be respected at all times, Craig. And if you don't respect that, learning and being only 28, knowing that you are not taking punishment, still learning, getting better, in the best shape of your life, in the prime, ready for anybody that comes in the ring, you got to respect that dedication, that hard work and dedication that Shakur Stevenson putting into the boxing game. And when you come to this realization that he's not ducking no wreck. You know, I remember y'all guys say he ducking the little youngster talking about send the contract I gave you. But come on, man, he just got out of a fucking duck situation with a goddamn another youngster. You want him to fight all the youngsters. Well, guess what? I'm with you. I want him to go ahead, like I predicted in 2025, what will happen with Tank and Knockout Boxing 86 TV. I'm predicting in 2026 that there's no more room for saving the youngsters. It's time to take these guys out because you go to Chicago, you go to Jacksonville, you go to any of these ghettos, man, and these 11, 12-year-olds will kill you. And they riding around on bicycles with extended clips hanging out their t-shirts. And so I have no sympathy for none of these youngsters because if you're 18, you can go to the war at wartime for your country and die for your country and be a hero. And so these guys are in their 20s, man. They ready to mix it up in 2026, man. Saquon, Kermel, motherfucking Schofield, Abdullah. Y'all go on and mix it up. Beat more tired. You got Andy Cruz in the mix. You know what I'm saying? He a little older, man, but you know, hey, man, y'all go on and mix it up and get ready for the motherfucking main event back there in the back end of 2026, man. We want to see some unifications with these youngsters and some more shit, man, so we can get us a good-ass fight with Shakur Stevenson, man, for this undisputed going down at 135. I want to see an undisputed boxer, an undisputed fighter at 135 like Terrence Crawford going around collecting undisputed. Hey, man, you want to be like your brother, go on and get you and stick to your plan. You said you wanted to collect all the belts at 135. I remember that interview you did. So I want you to collect the belt from Abdullah because I'm pretty sure he's going to have the belts. And I want you to fight Abdullah at the end of 2026. I want you to fight that man and do the things that you told him to do when you was giving him tutelage after he got dropped 2 times in the first round against Johan. Johan is a knockout puncher. Shut the fuck up. We did a video on Johan's opponents. And you're supposed to knock out people with reversible, undefeated records. You're supposed to be a power puncher when you're fighting people that are 0-13, 0-20, 0-30, 1-10, 4-30. You're supposed to be a knockout puncher. You're supposed to have a highlight package like Ryan Garcia. You're supposed to listen to Tank Davis when you hear this nigga say, man, he ain't got nothing but a left hook. What he gonna do? What he gonna do to me? I'm gonna touch that shit all night, ring around the road, and catch that little rib I heard about. I heard your rib hurt, bitch. Man, I'm gonna starve you, bitch. Yeah, rehydration. You want okay, 136. Y'all love that type of shit. Y'all love to talk shit about Devin Haney not making good on his pay-per-views whenever he has a pay-per-view fight because you don't want him to be successful as a black man. Oh, you blame it on it's his daddy. But what about Devin? He gets in the ring and he fights these guys and calls these guys out. That's all I can think about is how they say Michael Jordan ain't shit in real life. I don't give a fuck if he's a dog ass nigga. This mother lover is the GOAT of all times on the court. In the ring, Devin Haney fought Linares, a great fight that you need to go back and watch, especially when he got rocked at the end of the round. How did he get rocked at the end of the round? I'll tell you why he got rocked at the end of that round. Because he was showboating on Linares, ducking all of his punches except one. When you showboat, that's what happens. You should have kept it G, but you learn from those mistakes, right? Nope. Came out in the next round still trading with Linares. I thought he was going to be a runner after that. Nope. But y'all don't like to watch. Y'all just remember that one little... Oh, man, see, look. Just like with Shakur and Edwin De Los Santos, Victor. You said he was running from Edwin De Los Santos. And I just know that I ain't never met a man or a woman, baby or a child, that stubs their toe and don't have to do a little run and jog just to keep themselves from falling on their face. And then you go back and watch that fight and not the clip part of the fight and see why it was clipped. Because, of course, if you clip it, you AI-generated boxing talk ass niggas. Of course, if you clip something, that's like me saying, now I don't condone this, but I'm okay with what Ike Turner did to Tina Turner. Because he got a mind right. If he was an old pussy nigga, man, she probably wouldn't, sing the songs like, he wanted. She wouldn't have got famous, man. Everything happened for a reason, though. That's what I always heard. You got shootings happening, man, in the neighborhood. You be like, damn, why he get shot over there? I ain't going on that block no more. And then niggas end up ducking bullets. Because they don't go on that block. They see little Tito get shot over there. Little Rico there fucking around, terrorized, cop jack, kidnapping, everything. But then they won't play that part where I say, I don't condone this. They'll just play, man, shit, I'm okay with what them motherfuckers did. They'll clip it. And you clip what you want. I don't give a fuck if you clip me. You can't clip me. I'm righteous, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. So, Victor, man, you be saying a lot of troll shit and you think because you scream, that shit get your point across. But you make the Tank fans look even worse, man. I'm giving y'all a game, man, because I told Vic he should start his own YouTube channel, use a character. And if you're going to keep the roll up, man, knock out, you should have followed Victor's roll. Victor never turned on Tank. Vic, you be saying some dumb ass shit, man. That's why I watched that show. I would watch you now because I know you a true Tank fan. You're going to be delusional. But, hey, Vic, you remember when I told you I was going to get you, right? Remember when you used to be on H Money all the time? And I came and popped up on the live?
And I knew you was smoking fucking cigarettes because I can tell. How you know? What you mean? Where you at? You watching me? I'm like, put that shit out, nigga. I said, hey, nigga, I want you to say right now. I broke it down to you why I wanted you to say what I wanted you to say, and you ended up saying it because you knew that it was true. What did you say to me, Victor? What did I make you say? How you gonna make a man say something? Hey, Victor, tell all the Tank fans what I made you say. I know you be listening. Pound for pound king. You say, stop fucking lying, dude. You're capping your ass off. His own fans were leaving the building, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, hey, Vic, what I made you say? Didn't I make you say Tank Davis is cemetery scary? And oh man, don't you know that this is true? I couldn't believe I made you say that, but you know that it was true. And you see it, man. You know my spirit, man. You say it was AI, so you don't listen pound for pound king. How can you be pound for pound king? You don't have good listening and comprehension skills. I never said it was AI. I said you AI mother lovers. You know, you guys like that AI shit. And you guys like shit that's clipped up and clipped right for what's good for you. That's what I said. But, you know, you can clip whatever you want to hear, what you want to hear, man. It's like the ladies. The ladies always hear what they want to hear. You said it was clipped in AI. I said, okay, go rewind the track. I ain't finna argue with a pound for pound king, man. What pound for pound king are you? Basketball, football, boxing, trolling? We don't know, man, but I know what I said. I meant what I said when I said what I said. I said it again like I said it then. Ain't no shame in my game. I do my thing from Frisco to Maine, from San Fran to Japan. It's all about the money game with me. Hit my like, hit my subscribe. Get me up to 1 billion subscribers. I need the world to hear my voice. Craig, pound for pound king. Now, if you misunderstood what I said, I'm going to straighten that there for you. If you go back and watch the Edwin De Los Santos fight, you will see what happened when he was so-called running from Edwin De Los Santos. But if you watch the clip from the haters and guys like you will only see Shakur Stevenson, what it looks like as running. But like God bless the dead, my granddaddy always used to say, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. You got to go back and watch the fight for yourself. I done clipped it and clipped it where it's supposed to be clipped on my videos. But everybody know I got thousands and thousands of videos. So it's hard for me to go back and find it, but we can always do a Google search of that fight or a YouTube search of that fight. And you will see that he stubbed his toe. And when anybody stumbles over their toe or their feet, you got to do a little run or a jog to catch yourself, or otherwise you're going to fall on your face, ain't you? You ain't never been walking with your girl and you trying to be all cool and shit. And then you fucking walk, you fucking around stuff. You told you got to run a little bit. You don't want to fall on your new clothes, do you? Nah, brother. You don't want to go back and watch that fight. You say, dude, look at the punch count of the fight. ? Shakur ain't landing punchers because he doesn't want to get close to him. I wouldn't get close to a motherfucker like Edwin De Los Santos either, pound for pound king. Edwin De Los Santos is a dangerous fighter. You see what Keyshawn Davis did? He pulled a junkie stunt on Edwin. And nigga, Tank ain't finna fight no fucking Edwin for sure. Edwin say he was gonna knock him out. But I would too if I had a fucked up knee and a fucked up elbow and I was sick and my hand was fucked up. Yeah, I would only use my jab and I will beat Edwin De Los Santos with the jab. Wait a minute. That's what happened. Shakur Stevenson beat a dangerous power puncher with the jab. And all y'all can concentrate on is his offense when you never concentrate on the dangerous power puncher not being able to cut the ring off. Stop buying the bottles of beer at 10 o'clock, knowing that you committed the crime at 11 o'clock. He said he didn't have a knee issue. He said he was hurt, his hand in sparring 2 weeks before. Okay, you go with what you want to go with, brother. He wasn't sick. He wasn't dealing with no elbow injury. He wasn't dealing with nothing like that, brother. You know what I'm saying? He just ran from Edwin De Los Santos with a hurt hand. Just one hurt hand, man. A dangerous power puncher. That's the only fight you guys seem to remember. But all the other fights, you never seem to remember these fights. You never want to go back and remember his hand been fucking fucked up, but he always get the job done. Ain't that what it's all about? When you get your championship teams and they win by 1 point, but they get the chip, do you give a fuck if they beat them by 20? Nope, they won, nigga. Shakur be winning. You hate winners, homie. I never met boxing fans that hated winners. You concentrate on Edwin De Los Santos, but since you a Tank fan, what about that Lamont Roach fight? That was a draw. Shakur said he went to his knee like an amateur. He did shit that he do in the amateurs. You say, go look at round 3 versus Cepeda and count what Cepeda lands on him and look at what they said Cepeda landed on the point. No, we was live watching the fight. We had Just Do Boxing. I was on Blunt Sports. You pull it up, sucker. We was live. No, you pull it up. We was live watching the fight, calling the fight live. And I clipped it, brother, sister, whatever you are. We was live, and Just Do Boxing is the most righteous person on YouTube. He called round 3. All Cepeda did was landed a jab in round 3. And the little girl said, you almost got knocked out. You say, okay, just pull it up and let's watch the round. No, click the link. You know, I'm a street nigga, so I ain't real good at reading right now. I done switched my role. I'm back in the 90s mode now. You know, I don't like reading. I don't want to read no more. I want to talk to you, brother. You a good little brother. You real passionate. You want me to pull up something that I already done seen, and we was calling the fight live. You seen the fight too. And like I said, Just Do Boxing is one of the most unbiased channels out there on YouTube. You don't believe Just Do Boxing? I know you pull up over on Just Do. He was on Blunt Sports the day of the fight, and he called the fight with Cepeda. And I go back and I clip that fight all the time because he was calling round 3, and I clipped round 3 because everything he said in round 3 up until the jab was giving praise to Shakur. And then after the jab, he started beating the shit out of Cepeda again. And you heard Just Do Boxing saying all the things that we're talking about. Beating the shit out of Cepeda the whole entire fight. And no, he didn't run. He stood there in the pocket like a dummy. Something I didn't want him to do. I wanted him to piss you guys off and step back. And it would have been a very easy fight for Shakur, but it still was an easy fight, wasn't it? It was a unanimous decision. And as far as 50 to 60 punches, Tank Davis was 3 for 13 on Lamont Roach, and it was still 40 seconds left in the round 8. Or was it round 9? I forget. Y'all say y'all don't know how Tank was going to react after the fucking knee. Shit, I saw it. After that bitch took a knee, he came in there trying to knock Lamont Roach out, and it did not work. You say Just Do is biased, and stop it, dude. I watched this channel before. His bias for Tank Shakur. Just Do is biased for Not what you say. He's biased for the giving props for all the boxers. I give him that. He don't talk shit about no boxers. So for you to say that, man, you wrong. You wrong about that. Nah, I give Just Do that. He shoot his shit. He said fuck legacy. He cool with Tank Davis fighting goddamn Jake Paul. So you know he not gonna bash Tank Davis. The fact that you said that you watched his channel before, you should have known that. Now I think you capping. Now I think you just trying to troll me like my baby mama. You know, with that gaslighting shit. You know, you got a channel, homie, because like we'll go look at your opinions on the channel. He hate on Devin. He don't give Devin his props like that. That's a lie. Every time I watch him talk about Devin Haney, man, he give him his props, bro. Yeah, come up with another subject. Like, what about this subject with Jake Paul? Like, do you really think it's a scripted fight? And if it's a scripted fight, that means Jake Paul gonna win. Ain't that your boy? Ain't Tank your boy? Like, he got to knock Jake Paul out, right? How you gonna do that? Can he get past that reach? You say Jake Paul not a real fighter, right? I think Jake Paul gonna get Tank trouble. I think Jake Paul gonna hurt Tank. I think Jake Paul going in there to go viral on Netflix. You finna pay this motherfucker $40 million. You finna go in there and go viral. Y'all coach don't even know what fucking size gloves they wearing. He in the dark. Footsteps in the dark like the Isley brothers, nigga. These niggas don't got a clue what Tank doing. Tank leading these boys into a death trap. You ever had a nigga on the block and he was a dumbass nigga and he lead all his homeboys to the penitentiary? That's what Tank is, man. He gonna lead all his homeboys to the Fed, get them indicted. That's why they wearing 12s. I thought they was going down to 10. If they go to 10, shit, Tank ass, man, you know, his ass in trouble, man. He need all the cushion he can get. Jake Paul, a big white boy. That motherfucking big hungry ass cracker get in there with Shakur Stevenson and learn a trick or two. I'm guaranteeing you that Shakur gonna teach him some shit to try to, you know what I'm saying, some shit that he would do in the fight that he think Jake Paul could do to try to help him out. You say just like Jake and Tyson agreed to not knock each other out, it's a money grab, but shit, if Jake Paul get in his, you know what I'm saying, his mode and try to go viral, you know, he can trick Tank into thinking that's what the case is and go in there and try to hurt Tank. Now, I want to see that because then, you know, we're going to have to see Tank box. And motherfuckers say Tank can box. We definitely going to have to see him box against Jake Paul. I don't care what you say about him being an amateur or a fucking novice. This is a heavyweight. This man is twice this man's size. I want to know how big Tank going to be because is that going to slow him down? Is he going to be the same speed? Is his power going to come up there with him? I want to know, man. I want to know what this boy training, where the training videos at, nigga. What kind of training you doing? Who you training? You training with Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny? Coach Kenny study animals to train Tank. You know that, right? Coach Kenny said he go to National Geographic and study an animal. I can't tell you the animal I'm studying. Yeah, he said that on the Rise one day. He said, I got to take care of business. They sign contracts behind the scenes, bro. What don't you get? It's an exhibition. I get this. I get that Jake Paul is the great white hope, right? And I also get that if Tank Davis don't knock Jake Paul out, I'm gonna label him a sellout. I'm gonna give him a chance right now because he might be trying to prove all these haters wrong, like you is calling it an exhibition, knowing it's an easy money grab for him. They wouldn't allow them in the ring together because of their side. Why they fighting in Miami then? Hey man, all of that shit you talking, man, why is they finna get in the ring and fight in Miami? And if it's a script, is Tank Davis a good actor? Is he a better actor than Mike Tyson? Because I done seen Mike Tyson in movies. And I ain't never seen Mike Tyson bite his glove. So what kind of fucking circus fight is Tank gonna do in the ring? Is he gonna ring around the rosy? He gonna fight him like he fought Rolly?
because he was running from Rolly all night. He was running from Rolly. He might do that with Jake Paul all night. I don't know. I want to see it. I'm not finna give up hope on Tank like the rest of these niggas. You understand me? But if Tank go in there and knock out Jake Paul, that's gonna be good for the black race. You know what I'm saying? Like the Mexican said, do it for Mexico. Niggas need to be on that same type of shit. We used to be. You know, my uncles was growing up, man. They had the motherfuckers out there with the afros and the black fist, with the glove on the one fist. Talking about Black Power, Black Panther, and all that shit. Proud to be black. Yeah, women with natural hair out there, picking their hair out real big in an afro form, showing their natural hair. Not no more. Shit, we need to get back to that, right? Nope. It's okay for the Mexicans to take over that role and Viva la Mexico, but it ain't no more Viva la black folk. I'm talking crazy now, huh? Crawford over there answering questions, talking about it like a wrestler. Oh, yeah. All y'all want to do is talk about how the man got a gun pulled on him, man. That's some normal shit for a nigga, man. There ain't nothing to talk about. Two niggas making a big deal about some shit that always happened to everybody, nigga. When nigga, you supposed to told that motherfucker, like, yeah, I'm gonna be ready for that Mexican power. Is y'all gonna be ready for that black power? That's not proper. That's not popular to say, or proper to say. I try to say both at the same time, properly. But that's not popular. You know, pro-black is not popular. Ask Deontay Wilder. You know, he for his people to this day, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So niggas ain't got no country behind them. And, you know, when you get a bag, chance to get a bag, man, you got to take it. And, you know, thanks, Floyd, for doing that undefeated bullshit. You can't lose no more. And so now you got Tank Davis over there. You done told this nigga it's either $50 million or some belts. You got all the Tank fans talking about belts don't matter. You understand what I'm saying? But as soon as you fight Lamont Roach, oh, he got belts. He got belts. You know what I'm saying? So y'all some hypocrites right there. You know what I'm talking about? But it's all about the bag. It's all about the money game. But you know what I'm saying? It's all money, good money. That's what y'all used to say about Turkey, right? What about this money? You say you hungry? Man, I don't know what you talking about, G. I'm just talking my shit, G. You asking me if I'm hungry. The fuck is going on? What is this shit this nigga put in our chat? Oh, okay. Young boy put the link in the chat. Yeah. Drop that link in the chat for these guys. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk some boxing. I'm trying to figure out what y'all talking about with this Tank shit, man. Like, this can be a great fight. Niggas hating on that shit, nigga, at an all-time high. How can I hate on a fight I knew what the fuck he was gonna do in the first place? You know, I'm not finna hate on what I already know Tank is. He an entertainer. That's all y'all talk about. He sell out arenas. That's all y'all talk about. He sell this, he sell that. He pay per-view star. He pay money this, money that. They ain't talking about the competition. You niggas hate to bring up that motherfucking resume. But that nigga got a draw on this shit, nigga. Fuck what you talking about. By Lamont Roach, a nigga that came up from 130. Y'all hype that nigga up so much, man. I'm talking about you had niggas like, man, shit, you had me thinking. I'm like, wait a minute now. This might be a Buster Douglas vibe. But then I hear Barry Hunter talking about, yeah, this is best competition he ever fought. I'm like, wait a minute. Then I start seeing he fought this nigga in the amateurs. I said, wait a minute, nigga. Oh, he your friend? I'm like, wait a minute, nigga. You just wait one mother-loving minute, nigga. When you punched that nigga when he was in his high guard, he stepped back and you just stood there and watched him like you was taking a picture. He stepped back in the frame and he was breathing deep through his nose trying to catch his breath. You stepped back and asked that nigga, was he all right? You know how I know you asked him, was he all right? Because that's what Tank said. I'm all right. I'm all right. What you asking him if he all right for? I remember when you pulled the punch on Tank. because he was throwing a body shot and you didn't want to get caught by it. But then you swept on his body and he backed up and got trapped in the ropes like a fucking fly in a spider web, nigga. And you ain't do shit to him. You just looked at him with your hands down by your sides, nigga. You was fighting your friend that night. You thought he was your friend. They say you snaked him. How the fuck you snake a nigga that changed his number on a bet? And then you done tried to bite him. That was some snake shit. You fucking you showed up his fucking mouthpiece. That was some snake shit. You low blowed him. Hell, you got to a knee and tricked the referee into stop counting. That was some snake shit. You stuck your head out the fucking ring, nigga. That's some snake shit. And tell a nigga at the end of the fight, you ain't gonna win anyway. That's some snake shit, G. To fight Hector Garcia in DC, knowing Lamont Roach was supposed to fight Hector Garcia. You took that nigga fight. You was a dinner thief. And you supposed to fight Lamont Roach in DC, nigga. But what Lamont Roach say? Oh, they ain't gonna do that because they know the people in DC gonna come out for me. For sure. Even the dope boys that moved out of DC and live on the outskirts out there in Virginia now. They gonna make their way up to the fight and they best dress with their best beds to watch that fight, brother. And you was gonna have probably a better outcome if you had people cheering for you in the crowd. But man, you know, Tank didn't stand a chance against Lamont Roach when I seen the trainers. And Barry Hunter told me, all right, Tank, it's time to come out with that left. I want you to keep going to the right. And I want you to step in and catch him with the left. And then on the opposite side, you got the man daddy telling him, oh no, the little young nigga in the corner was like, hey man, that nigga ain't got nothing but a left hook. All he trying to do is counter you with the left, man. He gonna have to figure something else out. Remember? It was funny to me because that's why I like to clip shit. So niggas don't be thinking I'm hating. And I know the truth hurt, nigga. But nigga, the truth is the game plan and the fight plan for Lamont Roach was superior than Tank's. Hands down. You know, you got Floyd, you know what I'm saying, giving tutelage to Tank all the way back in the day. This nigga got skills. You ain't gonna tell me no different. Roger, God bless the dead, Mayweather was out there when Tank was alive. You know, why you think Bill Haney let his boy hang around that camp and soak up all that game? But see, Devin got a daddy. Daddy wasn't finna let Tank Devin get a fucked up deal with Floyd. You know, Bill always make it known that he had money before boxing. You know, he was in the streets. He's still for the streets. You know, bad message for the children. But y'all say he a good father. Just because a nigga in a child life don't make him a good father, right? But you got, you know what I'm saying, guys like my uncle, man. You know, he taught my cousin Little Radio how to cook cocaine at the age of 12. My little cousin, man, God bless the dead, Little Radio got killed at 16, man, because niggas was hating on that young nigga, man. He was out there riding scooters at the age of 14, 13 years old, mopeds and shit, hustling, you know what I'm saying, got all the money, you know what I'm saying, a little young nigga, knowing how to cook his own dope up. He ain't buying no jugs from nobody. You get the cocaine, cook it up yourself. He already knew how to do that at 12, 13 years old, G, because of my uncle. In his life, in his son's life now. Just because you're in your children's life, man, I don't mean you're good for your children, man. Because the money that my cousin got, man, the niggas hate it, especially around his age in Memphis. Please. Oh, they killed my cousin, man, trying to rob him. My cousin struggled. They say they had a sign of struggle because he had grass marks and blood stains on his elbow like he was trying to wrestle with the gun. And they say the way the crime scene looked, like they was wrestling with the gun, and it went off and hit him in his chest, and he fell. And I guess he was still trying to fight, and that's why the bullet traveled and came out his neck. But that bullet traveled and came out his neck because he was in a high crime area.
And the police take their time, the ambulance take their time to get my cousin. They say the motherfucker left my cousin out there for a little minute before the ambulance came and got him. He bled out, the bullet came out his neck. And these guys, man, listen, we come from the same shit, Bill. But we don't love that shit no more. That shit is a trap to get niggas in the penitentiary, man, and kill themselves, G. I'm not going for that street shit no more, nigga. You come with that street shit, man. Leave that shit where it's at. You want to brag about your hood, talk about how you helping that shit get clean, nigga. Because if you talking about all the killings that happen in your neighborhood, and that's why you representing that shit, man, that's when we was jits, when we was young niggas, we used to be happy about representing 75th and Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? And when you move to Florida, man, we out there saying Barnes Road, South Side. You know what I'm talking about? Memphis, Tennessee, you over there Holland Frazier. You know what I'm saying? We talking about South Parkway. You know, somehow we went to Bruce. Y'all went to Hamilton. We went to Bruce. We went to Hamilton. You know, y'all repping that shit where the high crime areas at. When niggas say from the suburbs or the outskirts, y'all laugh and make fun of them, think they soft. And it ain't their choices. Their parents done did the right thing, got them kids out the ghetto. From you knucklehead mother love. They like to represent the ghetto still in your 30s and your 40s and your 50s. Still talking about you from the streets. Like that shit make a nigga into a great champion, man. But you know what I'm saying? I heard the discussion talking about just because you from the streets don't mean you. No, that shit do make you. Because you know, you got to go through a lot more than what people go through, you know, that come up in the suburb. But if you take your craft seriously, man, you can master anything, man. It's just that hunger. Like, look at Devin Haney. Nigga, you can afford to take a pay cut in any fight, nigga. Your daddy made that known. Your daddy told Floyd Money Mayweather, a billionaire, nigga. You know me, nigga. I had money before this boxing shit. I was driving phones before this boxing shit, nigga. Like a little boy, trying to talk to Floyd like a little boy. Yeah, but what do you say? You need some help? Your son needs some help. You know, that's how he got beat up by Ryan. But you know, that man been had money. They ain't never struggled, nigga. You don't know no. The only struggle they know is that motherfucking loss in Mexico and this goddamn loss in Ryan Garcia. That's it. They ain't no struggle, man. This man trying to, you know what I'm saying, let y'all think the man know the struggle, but you from the street, not your son, homie. Your son ate peanut butter and jelly and ate all kind of snacks for lunch at school. He had all notes in his bag. I love you from mommy and all that shit, man. He had his dad in his life his whole life. You don't know what Tank going through and why, you know what I'm saying, he taking his bag, man. Like he might what like I know you haters gonna be like, oh, you hate. No, nigga. This is a true human emotion. What if Tank Davis can't admit, but he know he can't beat Shakur, and you know if he get in the ring with Shakur, he gonna get embarrassed. What if he don't want to go through that and he gonna lash out and say he's some shit just like a woman would do? You know, my bitch was in front of her friends one day. So, oh, you old little dick ass nigga. I said, yeah, right. Her friends laughing, right? Because I was a hoe back then. And, you know, them hoes knew that shit wasn't true because I was fucking all her friends. You know what I'm saying? I just laughed at it because I'm a player. You know, I don't get into that rough stuff. You know what I'm talking about? So I was like, man, go ahead with that bullshit, man. Which you probably got a big pussy then if you say I got a little dick. You know, that's what you're saying to your friends, basically. Yeah, so man, you can't go off with motherfuckers lash out and you know this shit ain't true. Man, you know this shit is not true, man. You know Tank Davis don't want a motherfucker get in the ring and lose to no goddamn Shakur. Somebody y'all say is a runner and a track star. Ain't fight on free TV. Don't nobody want to see this nigga. He boring. Like, why would you want to get in the ring and lose to somebody like that? You know, why would you want to lose to Lamont Roach? You know, that's worse. I would rather lose to Shakur and get a stupid ass bag than the Lamont Roach. Like, why would y'all want him to rematch that, man? Y'all want Tank to do what y'all want him to do. But when I first started talking on your YouTube pages, pussy nigga, y'all used to tell me, Tank ain't got to fight Shakur. Tank ain't got to fight Devin Haney. Tank can fight who he want to fight. Tank the face of boxing. When Ellaby said it too, he said it's gonna be on his terms. And Coach Calvin said, "Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna make that a T-shirt on his terms." And when Tank tell you he gonna fight, he gonna let you know when he gonna fight, and that's it. That's how it's gonna be. Ain't nothing you can do about it. That's how they talk, and y'all cool with that type of talk. Y'all let niggas talk to y'all any kind of way. How can you root for a nigga like that, and that's how your conglomerate, your team talk to niggas, man? I never let a nigga talk like that to me. And still fuck with them, please. I done fell out with homeboys before. I heard you, Dean. I heard you knock out talking about some. Y'all be throwing slick shots, man. Like, how can somebody that you been shouting them out on your YouTube page come around and take turn on you, make you because you was a pussy nigga. If I got a homeboy, right? Well, he was my homeboy, but I found out he was playing with them babies. I'm supposed to still fuck with that nigga, even though he did a lot of dirt with me in the past, man. And we came up together from Pee Wee, played football together, everything, nigga. But you know what I'm saying? Just because I done did dirt with you in the past, man, and don't mean I gotta condone some shit that I was raised to think was immoral. And I can't be seen with a mother lover that play with the babies, right? We deal with children in the neighborhood, man. We in the community, man. We out here in the streets, man. We not associating with them type of people. So even though he was your partner, you can't fuck with that nigga. God bless the dead, my cousin Lil Marco robbed me and stole from me when I went to jail, thinking I wasn't gonna get out. And I burned out because my gas was on point. And I come to find out he done stole my car, took my little cocaine, my little money, my camcorder, left the Mac 90. Couldn't get in the safe. Tried to flee to Memphis. Got pulled over in Georgia. I seen him at my Uncle Reggie's funeral about a year later when, you know what I'm saying, when he died. And I seen that man. I said, hey man, he come over there apologizing, cuz I'm sorry, man. I ain't never been around that much cocaine in my life. I don't want to hear that shit. I said, man, the only reason I ain't on your ass is because my mama and your mama up there burying their brother, nigga. I say, nigga, you my cousin, nigga. I'ma always love you, nigga, but I can't never fuck with you no more. Man, cuz, man, come on, cuz, man. I'm like, no, cuz, get out my face, nigga. And he know what it was with me, man. So he got out my face. And that was the end. I ain't never seen him alive since then. But, you know, you can't fuck with people like that, whether they your family or not. Because that's going against your spirit. You know, and you going against your spirit for a nigga like this is an entertainer, nigga. This is a boxer. This is not none of your family, G. I can see if it was Coach Calvin, that's like his son. Coach Kenny, man, they grew up with these boys, man. Y'all niggas just met Tank. A lot of you niggas that are Tank fans just started watching boxing because of Tank. And you niggas ready to die for this nigga. You niggas ready to call niggas out and go to boxing wars for these niggas, man. You nigga don't give a fuck about you, G. He already made it evident a long time ago that he didn't want to fight nobody and don't give a fuck about his fans. He said he's finna get a fucking island and say, fuck this shit. Y'all can have the spotlight and I'm go kick it with my niggas and just deal with my niggas. You know, y'all be looking over the fact he made a toast to Diddy. I can't root for no nigga that made a toast for Diddy, man. Nigga, I better not find out Shakur Stevenson made a toast to no motherfucking Diddy, nigga. I want you to get beat up now, bro. You and Devin Haney was in that motherfucking pool party in the pool with the goggles on, nigga. You let that man pick you up and squeeze you, nigga. And you're rocking the purses. Everywhere you go, you done already done permed your hair and took a picture with your shit. And you already know that shit wasn't set. How you gonna take a picture and you got a perm and that shit ain't set? You know, any pimp know that. You know, you don't let motherfuckers take pictures of you when your shit ain't set. If it ain't set, it gotta be in some rollers on a goddamn hairnet. You know, if it ain't set. But that's some shit that niggas don't know that ain't never came from a pimp culture. You know, my uncle was a notorious pimp, God bless the dead, Memphis, Tennessee. You know, niggas ain't had the perms, man, but you know, they hung around a lot of guys that did, man. And, you know, the pimps ain't walking out the house and letting niggas take pictures of their shit unless it's set. And you nigga, that shit was set
You wanted that shit to look like that. That shit was set. You weren't taking pictures of your shit like that before it got braided. If that was the case, you had it all in a straight back ponytail. You styled that shit, nigga. And that's why I watch BFTV, because he sees shit that I don't see. That nigga zoomed in, seen you had your eyebrows dark. And it kind of looked like you had a little shadow under your eyes, like a lady. Yeah, and this bitch dancing with AB doing the hoochie coochie dance and shit, man. You know, we don't rock like that, G. Who hang out with niggas like that? Hey, Dean, you said that's your guy. Niggas don't hang out with guys like that. Y'all make fun of motherfucking Schofield Sr. at an all-time high. Don't never make fun of Tank gay ass, man. That shit funny, man. You need to come on out, Tank, man, and be real with the folk, G. Stop acting like you ain't no motherfucking boy. The way you was looking at Jake Paul Chesney and looking up in his eyes like you look at all the other white boys. I think Tank like white boys. I think that's why you went to Paris. You know, when you go to Paris, you know, that's a gay culture over there a lot. And that's why, you know, I seen LeBron James with his big ass orange purse over there in Paris. You know, man, you know, there's a lot of shit going on over there. You know. That's what you want to do, man. Do that shit, nigga. Don't be faking with these folk, man. You know, I always told y'all that's why Tank tough. Cause nigga, any punk that take it up the butt is a pain freak. You can't hurt them motherfuckers, nigga. Nigga dangerous, though. Nigga. Every punk I knew was dangerous. There was a punk named Popeye up there in Pennsylvania, nigga. Up there in motherfucking Pennsylvania, in McKean Prison. And that nigga was undefeated. Couldn't nobody beat that punk, man. That's why I say you don't even pay to even conversate with them boys. Because nigga, you get into it with one of them motherfuckers and you get beat up by one of them niggas, your reputation is ruined, nigga. Don't let Tank fool you and think he ain't thinking about his reputation. He acting like he don't give a fuck. He give a fuck. He gonna get this easy bag. He think he getting the easy bag though. He probably getting nervous now. He see Shakur up in that nigga corner. You see Shakur over there trying to give him some tips since he don't want to fight him. That's why he talking shit to Shakur. You nervous, nigga. That's nervous energy, nigga. You deactivated your account, some more shit, nigga. Well, you know, I know fear. Y'all say that this nigga ain't scared of him. He might not be scared the way you think he's scared. He's scared of that nigga Shakur, boy. As far as losing to this nigga, and they don't want to be no mean. Shakur gonna embarrass that nigga. You think that nigga Shakur saving all that shit for that nigga Tank, man? That nigga gonna try to embarrass Tank, man. If he ever get his chance to fight that nigga, that's why Tank will never give him a chance. That's some sellout shit in itself. To not give your brother man a chance. You say he snaked him, he took a picture with him. Who won't take a nigga? Fuck that, nigga. I'm gonna take a picture with the face of boxing too. Nigga, once I move up in the division, nigga, it's on. Nigga, you the man now? Shit, I can feed my family good if I get a fight with you. You getting fights to Pitbull. You getting fights to these scrubs. Fight me. Give me a fight, nigga. He probably would have took it easy on that motherfucker if he'd have fought him fresh coming in 135. All them times he was calling him out. You know what I'm saying? Talking about send the contract. Yeah, he would have probably, man. Now he hates you. Back then when he took that picture with you, Tank, he was fucking with you. Like, nigga, we boxers. You know what I'm saying? So we in a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Football players go on the field and try to kill each other every goddamn Sunday or Saturday. Them be homies, them be brothers, them be cousins, them be, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that they kick it with, and at the end of their career, they be laughing, drinking, taking shots, wearing Hall of Fame jackets and shit. These niggas, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand these new boxing fans, G. So I ain't gonna even try to understand these niggas no more. I'm just gonna get the fuck up out of here, man. And y'all boys hit my like button for me, man. And y'all check on me, man. We're gonna try to hit this bitch again, man. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday, G. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can have your own opinions, man. Just don't come over here disrespecting me, nigga. You understand me? Because we talk boxing everywhere we go. We talk boxing everywhere we go. We don't do no trolling. So don't come over here trolling me, nigga. I ain't been blocking nobody lately or none of that weak ass shit, man. But I will get back to that shit, man. You You know what I'm saying? It's a new day. I got, monetize, man. So I got to start acting accordingly. So, I'm not going to demand niggas that hit the lights be already understood to the guys that already fuck with me. I'm only talking to the people that don't never come to the channel and, just tuning in to me. And the haters, you got to go on and tell the haters maybe one day they'll come around and see all the wrong that they did to me and said about me. And all you big, like Champ Side, Blue Blood, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to take my wreck, knockout, that's my wreck. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all leave knockout alone, man, before I get on y'all, man. I can't get on you niggas too now. Because y'all got some shit with y'all too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, y'all talking shit about knockout, but I don't like that nigga, but you know what I'm saying? I don't like fast food either. I know it killed me. You know what I'm saying? That nigga more entertaining than y'all. That nigga Knockout Boxing 86 TV got a channel that's, before he started hating on Tank was real entertaining. Now I don't know what to say about the channel because, you hating on Tank. And that was the whole thing of me going to your channel is watching you defend this nigga, man. Now every time you defend him, you got to throw in some hate on the nigga, man. I just, I can't get with that. So, you kind of faded for me, but before that, nigga, you was way more entertaining than Champ Side and Blue Blood. You know what I'm saying? Like the only time Champ Side and Blue Blood really be super entertaining is when they be going at niggas and shit. You see what I'm saying? So any other time, man, nigga, like with Champ, man, nigga ain't trying to hear you talk about your intro all the goddamn time and how many interviews, man. You blessed. So you gonna shit on the niggas that can't get the shit just to boost yourself up, man. Nigga can't rock with that. Like niggas was talking about the Black Murderers Row on YouTube 14 years before you even made a Black Murderers Row video. I had to look it up because I felt kind of ashamed dropping my Murderers Row video because Ezra Charles, that's my number one boxer all the time. And he beat Charlie Burley twice in a row. You know what I'm saying? Too old him. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Robinson ain't want no parts of Ezra. Ezra moved up to heavyweight and fought Rocky Marciano twice with ALS, man. You know what I'm saying? That first fight, I can't find the whole first fight on record, man. They tried to chop that up, but they definitely got the second fight, the whole second fight on record. But, Rocky still got your nose cracked open like a watermelon, boy. Saw the bone inside the picture. But, Floyd, man, you beat that little record, man. You 50-0, man. But, you ruined these boxers, boy. You don't give a fuck because you getting your money. You change your name to money, nigga. You say fuck the belts, but nigga, that's all you brag about is your belt. And you gonna come back and get you some money, but y'all stop saying Turkey bad for boxing, nigga. Turkey fixed all the bullshit y'all started. All that side of the street shit, man, not getting these great fights because Bob Arum trying to protect these boys. Oh, where the money gonna come from? Oh, he ain't no pay-per-view. Man, fuck that shit. Everybody fighting on free TV now, nigga. What is you gonna say? You hypocrites, nigga. Where the real Tank fans at? Say Tank can fight anybody. Tank can fight whoever he want to fight. Tank can face the bottom. Tank ain't got to fight Shakur. Tank ain't got to fight Lamont Roach, nigga. You try to make a demand on Tank. Talking about he got to fight Lamont. I don't give a fuck. Any real nigga would want him to rematch Lamont Roach. No, the fuck no real nigga won't. A real nigga never wanted the motherfucking Lamont Roach fight. The real nigga in you came out when that troll sent that super chat. Big Dog Willie sent that super chat and said, yeah, nigga, y'all like that Lamont Roach fight, don't you? And you was like, shit, I'd rather see El Rayo than this shit. But you had to defend your boy. You had to go back on your word and find out he had a belt down there at 130. And he actually fought at 135. And you hated the fact that he went on Najee and told you dumbass niggas that it ain't like I fought at 35. It's just the guys I was fighting, they couldn't make weight. And, you look over the fact that, this nigga is a friend of Tank, nigga. Tank know all this nigga addresses. Tank know where this nigga kid go to school. Tank know his sister's house address. These niggas are friends, man. I don't know what type of friends they are, man, but you spared that nigga in that fight, nigga. I ain't never wanted. I'm good. I'm glad you got a draw. And I keep watching that fight over and over and over and over and over again. D1, so I was at the fight. Tank wasn't backing up. Tank wasn't on his back foot. Shut the fuck up and get some glasses or some contact. Get some green contacts, man. Green with envy. You said, all you Tank fans said, if he fights Cepeda and handle his business with Cepeda, this going to be the fight to show that, you know what I'm saying, he like that. Then as soon as the fight happened, here go D1 white ass. Talking about, man, that's some trash ass fight. He didn't do shit. Man, get the fuck out of here with that hate. Built out your motherfucking shit just bust all of a sudden just bust all in your drawers, your nuts. You got them bitches crossed so goddamn tight, all them bitches explode. Bah! You know what I'm talking about, man? Y'all just be hating at an all-time high. Like, we got justification to hate on Tank, right? Well, who hating on him? I ain't hating on him. I want this motherfucker to knock out Jake Paul. Got a lot of black boxing YouTube creators that don't like Tank, want him to get beat up by Jake Paul. And I'm on the hand, like, if he do get beat up by Jake Paul, you so-called niggas that say you want what's best for boxing, but hell, shit, there you go. Jake Paul knocking out Tank Davis is the best thing that can happen to boxing because the casuals will explode to the sport. He on the way out anyway. He say he finna retire in 8 weeks, nigga. 7. What up? Peace, nigga. Like when Ali was going through his sickness and he was still fighting, we knew it was over with. We seen all, you know what I'm saying, my uncles and them, they seen all this great fight. When Mike Tyson started getting beat up by white boys, we knew that shit was over. We were like, damn, who gonna, you know what I'm saying? Then you had Pernell Whitaker, you had all these great fighters, man. When they leave, man, it be other fighters that come through, G. You know that, right? Like when Tank leave, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all bumping up Abdullah Mason. It might be somebody else. It might be Kermel. Oh, yeah. This nigga, man, know goddamn well, like, why I gotta pull up that shit? You know what I'm saying? These niggas be watching that shit and be delusional and just want you to play that shit so they can try to find just something they can say, see, no, but what about that? But what about this? I don't want to hear that, but what about nothing? What about Jake Paul hitting Tank with some 12-ounce or 10-ounce gloves? How this nigga gonna react if he put that weight on this boy for 10 rounds? And he clinch and he lean on him like Tyson Fury did Deontay Wilder. Like, what is this a dirty ass fight for Tank Davis? And he say it's an exhibition, so it ain't gonna count. He going out on the motherfucking 30-0 record with a draw. Still. Ain't nothing gonna change as far as on your record books. But that ass whooping gonna be for a lifetime unless you knock Jake Paul out. And that's what I'm rooting for. I fuck boxing if that's the case. I want what's best for the black race. I don't think it's nothing wrong with Mexicans saying do this for Mexico, do this for Viva la Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Because they proud of their people and they want to be number one, knowing that we're number one. Like, who doesn't want to be number one, man? You know, and the fact remains that we number one at everything there is. You know, I don't care what you name, we're number one at. Academics, all of that, man. We're not academics no more, but we are the best inventors in the world. We invented everything that we talking on, the internet, the phone, the car, everything. Even when we couldn't get the patents and they used to steal our ideas, man, you know, we already knew. You know what I'm saying? Who invented mathematics and science? If you go do your studies, you know, who civilized the Europeans out of the Dark Ages and got them motherfuckers using hot water and washing their ass. You know what they invented? Some fucking high heel shoes so they can walk over the shit. You know, the ladies used to get the high heel pump shoes, even the men, and be in the middle of the street and hike their dress up and take a squat. So when they walking, so instead of walking in shit, they got the high heels. That was a great little educational thing that I learned about these Europeans, man. You know, we're Africans and afraid of expressing our African spirit, man. And it's a troubling thing because it's getting worse and worse. It went from Black Power, my brother this, and Peace, my brother that, to my nigga this, my nigga that, and a twin, you You know what I'm saying? To fuck it, nigga. I don't know what's next. You went from niggas on marijuana to niggas on syrup to niggas on pills to niggas on meth to niggas on what's next, nigga. Let the process play out and it's going to be a revolution. But how is it going to be a revolution? Part twice. I saw that video where you said National Geographic predicted that America's going to be majority colored, if you want to put it in other words, by 2043. And by 2050, the average motherfucker going to be looking like Beyonce or something exotic with a color to it, a tint. So how is it going to be a revolution? Shit, look at mother lovers like Charleston White. Look at their mind. Look at their brain. It's a white brain. You got a white brain, black body. You're going to do white things to you. You're going to keep up that systemic racism and that white supremacy, that global white supremacy. He's going to never change the 13th Amendment. They'll never change that. They're going to keep it the same. You are free of slavery, except when you are convicted of a crime in any jurisdiction in America. All you black politicians, man, you know, won't you cater for that? Change Amendment 13, man, and hey, man, stop talking about Shakur unless you want to start talking about Tank Davis. You can't talk about Tank unless you talk about Shakur in your video. You can't talk about Shakur unless you talk about Tank, man. They never gonna fight though. So what can you do but analyze and make fantasy fights off the facts and off the analytics and the statistics? You know, like I asked the question to Blunt Sports earlier, who gonna land the first jab in the fight if it was a fantasy fight between Tank and Shakur? I think Shakur. Who gonna throw the first power punch? I think it's gonna be Tank. Who gonna land it though? Is the power punch gonna land the first power punch? Is the first power punch? No, I don't think the first power. I say I don't think the first power punches. That's how you talk boxing. Oh hell no, that shit ain't gonna land. That's your opinion. I don't think. I'm thinking now. I'm trying to play chess. If the power punch does not land, that means he's going to be reaching and swinging at the air. And you get more tired by punching at the air than you do when you just stand there in the pocket like Cepeda and just let people hit your shoulders and your biceps and your elbows and your wrist and your gloves and your hip bone and shit, and occasionally get in a few punches here and there. That's like punching the punching bag. You can go 12 rounds, maybe 15. Get a good soundtrack. Hey, man, but swinging at the air, you already know what the muscles do. It fatigues. And that's what will happen with Tank. And everybody's seen Tank fatigued in that sparring match, in that doghouse sparring match that y'all didn't want to show the rest of. Well, I don't need to see the rest of it. Nah, I want to see why he won that money. I don't want to see how he won the money. No, nigga, I want to see how the fuck a nigga walk out a gym full of Baltimore niggas, and you got a nigga like Bill Haney walking out with some money, nigga. I wants to see it, and I seen it, and I seen the nigga grabbing the ropes and Floyd prying his arms off that bitch. I also seen what he does in all of his fights, if you notice. Instead of talking to the crowd, you know, he talks to the referees when he needs a break. Oh, he has great conversations with the ref and makes them engage with him too, especially in that Lamont Roach fight. Except for that one time when he got caught, boop. You're like, hey man, you trying to boop. And yeah, bitch, the ref can't save you. And I just know the skills pay the bills, and there's levels to this shit, G. And you can't tell me nothing different. Shakur Stevenson is levels above Lamont Roach, and Lamont Roach is in the way now, but I'm not mad at you, brother. You get yourself your money, man. The Tank put you in the game, just like Floyd put Tank in the game. Tank put you in the game. But I'm finna get up out this bitch, man. I'm solo dolo tonight, so I gotta handle some business and get myself some company. Y'all boys hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe. Get me up to 1 billion. I meant what I said when I said what I said. I said it again like I said it then. Ain't no shame in my game. I do my thing from Frisco to Maine, from San Fran to Japan. It's all about the money game with me. And nobody on Gervonta Tank Davis' resume, except maybe Jay Paul, can fuck with Shakur Stevenson. And I think Shakur's going to go into that sparring match and try to give tutelage like he gives everybody, like he gave Tank for Pedraza. You know, Tank wasn't even ready for Pedraza. He wasn't sure of himself. He got $75,000, but Shakur took the rescue. He said he taught me things fresh out the Olympics. That's what Tank said. Shakur, he came from the Olympics, and he'd be teaching me things that he learned. You know, shout out to Aki TV for playing the clip, man. You know, we stay playing that shit, so maybe that's why I'm getting in the algorithm. And, you know, them type of clips I've been playing for about a year. But, man, I'm out this bitch, man, for real now, man. Hit that like button. Shout out to Jordan and SOD and even all the trolls that came in the chat, man. You a troll, man. You know you unrighteous, man. I hope you go to sleep and have a nightmare, nigga, about a nigga fucking your bitch. Yeah, a nigga like me fucking on your bitch is a devastating thing, man. But I do my best at everything that I do. They call me super nigga. Up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's a ton of cocaine being dropped from a plane. Could it be my lucky day? Could it be them feds watching? If they is, then no well, let them cracks keep watching, cause I'm going for my. I've been broke for a long time, tired of eating Popeye's chicken. I wanna eat a lion, a shark, my nigga, something exotic. I wanna smoke the best weed, sell the best narcotic, living in glamorous life. Don't even ask for the price, cause if you want it, you can get it, girl. Yeah, that's right. Look at these diamonds in my ring, flawless stones from Egypt. Look at these bitches that I bang, dog. It ain't no secret. I fuck with models and movie stars, WNBA broads. All say perfecto, papi, you do the best job. Bitch, I'm the best at everything that I do. I'm super nigga, motherfucker. Yeah, I thought you knew. They call me who? Super nigga, super nigga. The best nigga.
Never.
Never gonna fight Shakur. Never. It's just like what? Your soul ain't hitting a little late tonight. That bitch work. Knock out. I ain't blocking you, homie. You block me.
Let's go. Never ever will I let you shit on me. I'm just a clever young nigga from the streets. I'll be a G until I die. I'm always sucker free. Don't you come around my way if you don't wanna see me. If you either laying me or paying me. If not, then you just playing me. I don't play no silly games. I just wanna get my pain. Don't be your boyfriend. Don't wanna be your lover. Put a pill, pump a pill. Keep it real under the covers. I'm a bad motherfucker, man. She caught the Holy Ghost. Now she wanna settle down, but I had to tell her no. Let me go, let me go. I don't wanna be your main. I just wanna do my thing. Sipping and playing, give me your brain. Help me get it back, and we can be the best of friends. I'm your friend to the end. When you're talking dividends, you ain't gotta be my wife just to be inside my life. You just make it feel good, make me feel like it's alright. Might just let you spend the night, let you hold me super tight, let you kiss me on my neck, let you spend another night. I don't ever wanna fight, I ain't good at that at all. All I wanna do is fall. You just catch me if I fall, girl. Yeah. Yeah. Never. Yeah.
Never will I leave, only will I stay. If it's another girl, I'ma get her out the way. You know I don't play about my pay. Fuck what they say, you know I keep it tight. It's only us two, That's what I'm into. You know you want me. Just stay the night, boo. But I want you forever. So get your shit together. Your best friend told me I can do better. That nigga sweating me like a wool sweater. Now I know who be sending love letters. You better check him. He disrespecting the fucking queen. Know what I mean? It's me and you. We is a team. That's all we need to succeed. Fuck them haters. Make them believe.
Yes. Hit that like button for me. And before I get off into this video, shout out to Alicia Baumgartner. You know, even though you failed the drug test and they, looked out for you, man. You know, if you pop, you drop over here. You're the same thing as a male boxer to me. Because you take this as a profession. You're a prize fighter. I hope you're clean now because I like the way you look. You're very attractive, especially when you're live on your Instagrams. You work out in very tight clothing and make sure people see you busted wide open.
Well, we up out of
And
here.
that's what a man like me, a red-blooded man like me, wants to see in any female sports. So with that being said, anybody that doesn't like Clarissa Shields, I don't know, man. I guess I can label you suspect. And she's the best female boxer in boxing. She's dark-skinned like Terrence Crawford and gets no respect. People make fun of her hair and the fact that she's with Papoose, a rapper. But scared to put your lives out there, your real lives, without the makeup and the costumes and the haircuts. You guys make fun of people that are lesser than you all the time. Like Tank Davis, like Floyd, like Leonard Ellaby, like anybody that y'all call Uncle Toms and coons. Floyd Mayweather, deemed by any means, is a coon, like you said. And when you say things like Shakur, Stevenson, fans, and all of this stuff, and, going along with what the PBC was doing with the in-house shorties, man, fucking with Floyd comes with handlers and matchmakers and judges and referees and Suleiman. And when you look at Frank Martin, he can't headline no card. I mean, he did. But that's some in-house shit. Now that Turkey's in the scene, now that Turkey's on the scene, ain't no more of that in-house, man. In-house is at Turkey's house. That's the house you niggas want to go because they collide and, do everything together over there if you want to fight. And you want to get paid, you got to fight somebody, man. Shout out to Turkey. This man has unlimited access to the bag. And anybody that does not want to go over there is suspect as well, because you're making me think that you don't want to be a prize fighter. Now, you're getting the Jake Paul bag, Tank, and I'm cool with that because we knew you was going to do that. I knew when you said Jake Paul was doing good and really was trying to take boxing serious in 2024 when you were trying to make the Lomachenko fight that you was going to fight Jake Paul. But you know what I'm saying? We toot our horns over here sometimes. But if you listen to Rude Exposure, you already know that these big YouTube channels listen to me. Because ain't nobody talking like that. They consider that shit, clout chasing and trolling and crazy talk, what I say. But ain't nothing I said crazy because it's all coming true. I may have been wrong with the Earl Spence thing, but guess who's Terrence Crawford fought? Canelo, like I thought Earl was going to fight. But it's the same thing with Shakur, man. These guys might not never fight. And I've been saying that for over 2 years now. Why? Because Coach Calvin say he ain't gonna let him do what he do. If that's one thing. Second of all, Shakur came out the Olympics and was sparring everybody, teaching things like a teacher. Tank Davis said he came from the Olympics and he taught me things. Shout out to Aki TV. I see you played the clip I always play every day. Man, I love when people start, playing shit that I play because it put my shit in the algorithm. Hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe. Get me up to 1 billion subscribers for the Profit Talk. We put lessons out here for the young black youth, the fatherless children, any fatherless child, but especially the black fatherless children because we have the least amount of fathers in our households, right? So I got to concentrate on my house. Viva la black folk. Tank, you got a draw on your record, man. You got a draw on your record. That might as well be a loss because it's supposed to have been a loss. It's supposed to have been in the red, not the blue. I thought you knew, but you got a draw on your record, man. That's terrible, man. So I see you getting a little Jake Paul fight because you can't afford to lose to Lamont Roach. I don't know what these niggas talk about you fighting a rematch with Lamont Roach for. Nigga, you can't get no bag off no Lamont Roach fight. I never wanted you to fight Lamont Roach fight. Why did you fight Lamont Roach? Because you thought you were going to knock him out. You thought you were going to knock him out and go to the Jake Paul fight because Jake Paul was in the crowd. And I always say, man, I thought Jake Paul didn't like Tank. Why he was upset when it was a draw? You know what I'm saying? You was hoping it was going to be a knockout so you can, do your little antics and walk in the ring and say, I challenge you, and here go your chance to call people out for the first time, Tank, and all that bullshit, right? But your homie, Lamont Roach, been beating you ever since the amateurs. You cheated him in the amateurs. He said so. We watched the video. You lost your temper in there. You always losing your temper. What you gonna do against Jake Paul if you can't get past that reach? I know people say that you can box. I've been waiting on Tank to box for the longest time. And that's why I think this is going to be a great fight. And Knockout Boxing 86 TV, Tank was supposed to go at you a long time ago when you put him number 2 on your pound for pound list, nigga. How the fuck you gonna put a white boy Usyk on the pound for pound list? He a heavyweight, nigga. He looks like heavyweight. He's heavyweight. You can't put no heavyweight. You can put whatever you want on your pound for pound list, but I know Tank, it's a Tank page over there. You turned your back on Shakur Stevenson, too. You told Shakur Stevenson to never switch his style. Stay boring. Don't engage. Because as soon as you get knocked out, people are going to be talking bad about you. That's what the pussy niggas do. If you get knocked out, I'm going to be like, shit, a nigga knocked you out. I'm a realist. Hit that like button for me.
Again, nice little catch. Showing good defense right there. Nice uppercut by Shakur and the straight left hand to finish the commentator.
Like, you tell me, do he got a solid left hand?
I mean, I haven't been punched
You seen him throw it. You seen him
it.
throw it, but you've never seen him hurt or knock nobody out with it. So I just think when you meet certain guys, that's why I say the style. You meet certain guys, you're gonna have to rely on both of them things, both of them hands. You know what I mean? And I just don't. I just think it's a bad style matchup for him. I see Teofimo beating him.
Wow. Like I said, I'm not just saying this just because you're here. It's literally the track record. So I mean, you guys know better than I do. So I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's an opinion. You know what I mean?
Did you ever think he'd become?
Oh, Shocky, man, you sounding like BFTV, man, talking about Shakur Stevenson can't roll with punches, and you sounding like a Tank fan, for real, like one of them haters that's just delusional. Your sparring match, man, I guess you just gonna live up on that, man. I think you're talking up trying to get an audition for Turkey. Well, you need to do that against Cool Boy at 130. Maybe Turkey will give you a call, man, for 135 Shakur. And I'm telling you, that's a murder off top, boy.
I hit him with everything I could early. I wobbled him a bunch of times. He took a lot of punishment, and I started realizing that the headshots wasn't going to get him out of there, so I started going to the body more. So then I started looking this way, I'm looking this way, and then he opened up wide, and I caught him in between his punches. I caught him right in the middle of his shots.
Declaring the winner by technical knockout.
Not a fighter in boxing that's going to go in there and just walk through the shit that I'm right. It's impossible. Right. I done trained my whole life. I've been boxing my whole life. Ain't nobody just walking in there, hands up, and that shit ain't working. I don't give a fuck.
What y'all
I mean,
talking about?
Oshino found out the hard way.
No, not Oshino.
Oshino found out the hard way. He found.
Yoshino found out the hard way,
You know who we talking
Okay,
about.
well, we ain't gonna say Yoshino because it's better fighters than Yoshino Watson, right? So any fighter, I'm saying this for any fighter, like any fighter in the world, you name them. They're not walking through anything that I'm just going. I don't care who you is, and if you is, you getting picked apart.
Right.
You getting picked apart. You walking to punches. But you give me a fighter like Edwin, right? Bring him part of my team. Let